Tennessee Wesleyan University in Athens, our degree completion programs are built for busy lives like yours. Whether you're balancing work, family, or both, our flexible online classes make it possible to earn your degree on your schedule. Choose from programs in business or nursing and join the TWU family, a community that's dedicated to your success with personalized support every step of the way. Take your next step today. Visit tnwesleyan.edu to learn more.
Duracell in Cleveland is hiring mechanical skilled technicians, $22 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one. Medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k, tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply now at Duracell.com.
Is your home leaking money through drafty walls and ceilings? For just $300, Independent Insulation Services will perform a complete air leakage test, identifying where energy and comfort is slipping away. We'll evaluate your home's performance and design a solution that fits your budget. A healthier, more energy-efficient home starts with the right test. Call today and schedule your home air leakage evaluation. 423-716-3762. Independent Insulation Services, your spray foam experts.
Right now, someone in a Hardee's kitchen is about to make you a morning person. Loading up our omelet biscuit with sausage, ham, and applewood smoked bacon stacked on a fluffy made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. Or making a home-style loaded burrito. All that breakfast in a tortilla with crispy hash browns. Good morning, morning person, from Hardee's Country. Download the app and join my rewards for 20% off any breakfast purchase of $10 or more. Registration and minimum $10 purchase required. See app for terms.
Welcome back to the Valley Verdict. It is week 10, and the Walker Valley Mustangs are 7-1, playing at Sequatchie County this week. 8 o'clock Eastern time kick, as Sequatchie is in the central time zone of America. One of, 6 time zones that we have, I think?
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, I mean, this is great radioing right here. Let's go Eastern, Central, Pacific, Mountain. I mean,
Alaska and Hawaii.
That's all I know off the top of my head. But the Mustangs are playing in Central Time this week, and it will be an 8 o'clock Eastern Time kick. You can listen to that game right here on Oldies 99.1. Jacob and Andy are on the call as always. Coop said it earlier. Sequatchie's on a 4-game win streak, which you don't want to overlook a team while you're looking ahead to your last region opponent of the year.
Yeah, this is definitely a look-ahead spot.
Yeah.
Which is not a good thing, but you just can't let that define how you play the game, because Sequatchie's playing hot right now. I mean, they just came off a shutout win and scored 51 points, so that's they're probably feeling good. The morale's pretty high, but so is Walker Valley's. But you cannot be looking past this week. You know, you got probably the biggest game of the season against Ray County, which has a lot of region implications. I believe if we win that game, we'll secure the 1 seed, right? Depending on if other stuff happens. But you got to take care of business at Sequatchie first. And it's on the road.
Tough.
Maybe playing a little bit later than you're used to. Like, there's a couple things that can maybe not go your way, but you gotta keep your head on straight, get business taken care of.
You just got to keep your typical saying, keep your nose to the grindstone here and go in, get the job done. Secure a win and get healthy and get right for Ray County coming up in week 11, the end of the year. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Strickland's stats is back, and Gavin's got some stats for us this week after a monster win against Lenore City.
Yeah, so this week was one of the most electrifying offensive performances I've seen in a very, very long time, not counting Alabama playing against ULM that one game. So Walker Valley, since the Bradley game, we score 47 points a game, which is unreal. So not counting the Bradley or the Cleveland game, we put up 47 a game, which is crazy.
It's unbelievable.
And other than the Bradley McMinn East Ham game, which, the 3 highest scoring games that we've let up so far, we only let up a field goal a game.
Wow.
A field goal.
That's impressive.
Which is crazy. So did a little bit of math this week. We score 40 points a game, and we let up 16 points a game approximately. And then we also had, I believe, the 4th highest scoring game in the state of Tennessee this week, whenever we put up 70 combined, which is pretty good. And then we'll go ahead and get into the breaking records part. of this because Chase went 22 for 29 with 437 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions.
Just sound like video game numbers.
It is some video game numbers.
What's the passer rating?
You put it.
298, even though that exceeds the passing rating limit.
Yeah, it was a unreal game from Chase, and Roman Uo and Chase Stevens now hold the longest touchdown in school history with 85 yards. Wow. The previous record was 81, and it was actually tied 3 times.
Wow!
But then Walker Valley went,
So
Walker
85
Valley.
yards, the longest touchdown in Walker Valley history.
Yep. Sure is.
Wow, I would have thought it'd been longer than that.
Yeah,
I remember back in my day, we would line the ball up in the goal line and run 97 yards down the throat.
Oh, man. So Chase and Roman now hold that record. Like we said earlier, Michael Wood has the most amount of interceptions in a career with 9, which is pretty dadgum good. And then Roman Uo set our school record for the most amount of receiving yards and touchdowns in a game. He had 322 yards and 4 touchdowns in that game, which is unreal. Also, Luke Hayden had a touchdown, and Sawyer Boyd had a touchdown, and they were just lights out during the game. What
Chase Stevens' passer rating was 156.9.
Oh my goodness!
So
What's perfect?
I think a perfect is 158.3. I'm pretty sure.
Goodness!
I'm pretty
wow.
sure. But yeah,
So-
that's very impressive. That's
It's crazy.
It's on the passer rating calculator, so it's
It's real. It's real.
So, and also, just to give a little bit of shout out to our kicker, Chris Malik leads the state in points for a kicker, according to Coach Akins.
Nice.
Which is, also a great feat. And even though we did not run the ball much until the second half, whenever we were up by almost 60 points, Kason Cunningham had 5 carries the entire game.
Wow.
Dang.
88 yards.
Impressive.
88 yards, which is insane for a running back. I mean, you only get 5 carries and get 88 yards. 437 passing yards, 113 total rushing yards as a team. So Walker Valley statistically look pretty dadgum good right now.
Yeah, that's those stats are insane. 322 receiving yards in a game
For one player.
player.
Not just a quarterback. One player.
Yeah, that's video game numbers. But that's great. Like you said, we've been averaging 47 points a game. I mean, that is what you need if you want to go the distance.
Absolutely.
You got to have a really good offense like that.
And the one thing I really look at with this football team is they show guts, man.
They
you
do.
look back to the McMinn game, look back to the East Hamilton game. This team's got to fight, and if you're not putting up a fight against them, which Lenore City did not, then they're just going to gash you all game long, and that's exactly what happened. My goodness, Gavin. I'm still trying to juggle some of these numbers in my head.
Not only that, I'm not completely sure this is true, but rumor has it Lenore City also fired their head coach after that game.
Oh, wow. No.
Yeah. So
we might get
really rough week for the Panthers. So, yeah.
Rough week for Tennessee fans. Rough week for
it was a
Lenore
beautiful
City.
week. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's let's just look to do the same thing this week against Sequatchie County. Like if you put those numbers up against Sequatchie County, you're going to come out with a win. Which more times than not, you're not going to replicate that in back-to-back games unless you're playing Ottawa. No offense to Ottawa, but Ottawa and Chat Central back-to-back. You're not going to put those type of numbers up. But this offense is insane, and this defense is stepping up at the right time. And I fully believe that we can put those numbers up. Maybe not to the extent that, Chase Stevens throwing for 4,892 passing yards and 12 touchdowns like he did this past week. But
dang near perfect.
The thing that I've heard about Sequatchie County as well for this week is that they got a lot of players playing on both sides of the football. So it's going to kind of feel like an East Hamilton or a Soddy Daisy kind of game because, they do have athletes on that football program, but they're going to be playing on both sides of the football, get tired quick. So I think Walker Valley, if we're not already up, which we should, I believe in the team, and I believe that we can be up. But towards the end of the game, I think you're going to see the fatigue start to wear down Sequatchie County Mustangs by a lot more by that point.
Yeah, and I mean, you said it. You just have to be. We don't have that many guys playing both sides of the ball, if any. I don't know if we have any guys playing on both sides of the ball, but
it's rare. It's rare. We do have the first one that just popped in my mind is just Eli Robinson. He's a long snapper, but he's also a defensive lineman, and he does a good job there. I mean, if we really needed to, we could put Aiden Burns at running back, but I think primarily these players play on one side of the football and they specialize there. But if they do need to go to the other side, I mean, the athletes that we have, we definitely can do that.
Yeah, I mean, look back to the East Hamilton game. It helped us in the end. Not having guys playing on both sides of the ball, a lot fresher legs, a lot fresher mindset. So let's go out and get a win this week. I believe we can do it. You know, don't overlook this team and look straight to Ray County. But go out to Sequatchie County, get a win. Game time at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Saying it again for you guys so you don't miss it or show up early and the game got canceled or something. Game will be at 8 o'clock Eastern time at Sequatchie County this week. We'll see you guys in segment 3.
From the job site to the showroom, Wholesale Supply has the top brands you trust at the prices that work for your bottom line. With over 30 locations across the Southeast and over 75 years of service, no one supports contractors and communities like we do. Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver.
Visit Cleveland Ford and score big deals on new Ford F-150, Explorer, Escape, and more. We make every deal feel like a touchdown. Shop ClevelandFord.com or visit us and ask for Crazy Craig. Honest people, honest deals, and home of the $39 oil change. When you need a new roof, it's all about trust. Your home is too big an investment and you can't afford to make a mistake. Cleveland Plywood has the products and expertise you're looking for. Contractors have trusted them for over 50 years, and they carry only proven products from reputable suppliers like IKO. IKO Cambridge is one of the heaviest weight asphalt shingles you can buy, and their limited warranties are among the industry's best. Protect the investment you've made in your home. Go with the pros at Cleveland Plywood. 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland. Call 472-3357.
Cleveland Exteriors, for the best in windows, siding, and patio covers. Supporting our community for over 52 years. ClevelandExteriors.com. That's ClevelandExteriors.com.
Hello, Cleveland. I'm Cassie Keller, pharmacist with Crawford's Pharmacy. I'm here to tell you we offer pneumonia, flu, COVID, and shingles vaccines. These vaccines are covered by your insurance and no appointment is needed. We also have clinical testing for your cholesterol and blood sugar. These results can be useful when shopping for health insurance. Come see us at Crawford's Pharmacy, Chambliss Avenue, across from the hospital in Cleveland.
Welcome back to Week 10. And we are in segment 3. You know what that means. Some games are about to be picked, but before we get into those games, you know what time it is. It's Coop's Locks. Coop, give it to us this week.
Oh, man. Had a rough go at it last week.
Hey, week 1, man. Week 1 jitters.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, we had Georgia Tech plus 1.5. Never a doubt, as Nick Wright would say. We had USC plus 9.5. Gave up a field goal late in the game. And ended up losing by 10, so that was a tough beat. Miami minus 13.5. That was straight
never going to hit.
I mean, hey, props to Louisville, though. They came out and played a great game, but that wasn't even close, obviously. They won. Yeah. So, I have an announcement.
Let's hear it.
I will never, ever put my hard-earned U.S. currency on the LSU Tigers as long as Brian Kelly is the head coach.
Oh, goodness.
No, but I don't know, man. They did have a lot of injuries, but, man, that team is just underperforming. Like, they should be a lot better. I don't really understand it. But anyway, and Ole Miss, that was the honorable mention, kind of was a pick. Not really. They were plus 7.5. They lost by 8. So, yeah.
Just tough weekend tough all around, man.
Tough scenes. But bounce back week. First one, Northwestern plus 7.5 against Nebraska. I'm taking the cover, not taking them outright. Now, hey, Nebraska's my team. Big Nebraska guy. I like Dylan Raiola a lot. Some call him Mini Mahomes, but
he is.
Northwestern's 5-2.
Yeah.
They're sneaky
Really?
good. Yeah, dude.
Beat Penn State at home.
Are they
Beat
playing?
Penn State at home.
Are they playing at Wrigley?
They are. No, they are playing on the road. But
Okay.
Nebraska's offense has been just feast or famine, and they just lost to Minnesota, who's got a pretty good defense, but their offense has just kind of been sputtering a little bit. Northwestern's defense is not bad, and they are sneaky good. If they win this game,
I did not know that.
I didn't
Top
either until the
25
other day.
watch.
Yeah,
Wow.
top 25 watch.
watch.
If they beat Nebraska, you never know. But I'm taking the cover. I don't know if they'll win outright, but I'm taking the plus 7.5. This next one might have been the easiest pick of the week. Arkansas plus 2.5.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Versus Auburn.
Well, now it's moved to minus 2.5, and I'm mad I didn't get it at plus 2.5 because
Did it move?
Yeah, it's minus 2.5 now, and you got it at the great time.
Wow, that makes sense. I saw. Okay, so
When
Arkansas.
I saw it at first, I don't mean to cut you off here, but when I saw it at first, I was like, there has to be something going on here. Taylor Green's got to be out. Something's got to be happening because this Auburn team is not good, dude.
That is literally exactly my thoughts. I was like, this is like a trap. I was like, what?
Right.
But yeah, it's in Arkansas. Arkansas, man, they're just like so close to some wins. I mean, they played Tennessee down to the wire. I mean, Tennessee was ahead for most of the game, but they were fighting until the last snap. And then same thing with Texas A&M at home, lost 45-42. I mean, they've been close, but Auburn defense is good, but offense has just not been great. So, I guess they're plus 2.5 now. Just take Arkansas outright. That was mainly my pick. Next one, I got Oklahoma minus 4.5 versus Ole Miss. Ole Miss has kind of been, they're just up and down, but I've been really, really high on Oklahoma's defense this year. I think they're really good. Mateer, he's back. Probably that hand's probably feeling a lot better. He struggled against Texas, but I think he came back a little earlier than he should have. Than he was supposed to. He was supposed to be sitting out more games, but
what was it, like 4 weeks?
Yes.
He was supposed to be sitting out.
I think he only sat like 2 or 3.
He sat 17 days
on a broken throwing hand.
Yeah,
that's,
come on now.
That's something. But he should be back and more healthy. I like Oklahoma's defense a lot. Night game in Norman. Yeah, give me that action. So Oklahoma minus 4.5. So fast. Lastly, I'm done, man. I'm done doing it. Vanderbilt minus 2.5.
Oh no!
I'm done doubting them, man.
Oh my goodness,
Cooper, you might be what we need for Vanderbilt's wheels just to fall off the wagon.
And that's exactly why I'm picking them, because I want them to lose. No, but hey, call a spade, man. They're a good team. Mm-hmm. They've played well. They've just been doing good. I mean, they beat a good LSU team, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe that the game is at home. Correct?
Yes.
It's not Missouri.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
They're in the state of Tennessee.
Oh, that's College Game Day.
College Game Day is going to be there.
I did not know that. But yeah, Vanderbilt minus 2.5. Missouri's a really good team. Mm-hmm. I mean, they took Alabama really, really close.
Yeah, it was
Something
a very
about
good game.
Alabama and stadiums having construction on them don't really play well together.
I didn't even think about that. That was weird. But yeah, so just to kind of recap everything, Northwestern plus 7.5 against Nebraska. Not taking them outright, but I'm getting them covering the points. Arkansas, I guess, plus 2.5, minus 2.5, whatever the line is now, against Auburn. I'm taking them outright. Oklahoma minus 4.5. I like the defense shutting down Auburn, or Ole Miss, excuse me. And then Vanderbilt minus 2.5 against Mizzou. I think that'll also be a good game. Now, quickly, we have some NFL props for all my NFL listeners. Going to keep it local. For the Atlanta Falcons, I got a Drake London anytime touchdown, plus 150.
ATTD, baby.
They are playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins have been absolutely horrendous, especially in the secondary.
Dog water.
Give me a Drake London touchdown. Now, the Colts playing the Titans. I got a Tyler Warren touchdown, plus 100, anytime touchdown.
Rookie of the year, possibly Rookie of the Year.
He's been playing really good. And I think it'll be Emeka Egbuka.
Yeah.
But he's been playing really good. He was a really good addition for them. Our primetime game, I got 2 anytime touchdowns for you guys. For the Steelers, Jonnu Smith, anytime touchdown, plus 300.
Easy money.
300 is really good odds.
Yeah.
He's their red zone threat. He's been really good, even going back to the Titans and Atlanta.
Might want to sprinkle a little first time on that.
It's funny because I really thought about doing it. But Jonnu Smith, anytime touchdown, plus 300. And then for the Packers, I got Romeo Doubs, anytime touchdown, plus 200.
Red zone threat, Romeo Doubs.
Yes, he's been pretty good in the red zone for him. That's like, they don't really have a number one receiver, but I'd say that would be their number one.
Yeah,
but
I've got Matthew Golden in fantasy, and I keep getting disappointed each week that I put him in my starting lineup. So kind of over that.
But yeah, just to recap: Drake London anytime, Tyler Warren anytime, Jonnu Smith anytime touchdown. A lot of two tight ends in here actually, and then Romeo Doubs anytime touchdown.
Wait.
Those are the picks.
Wait,
Lock it in.
Lock them in.
Wait,
if you're crazy enough, parlay them.
is this week? Oh no, Cooper, you did it. Is it the 4th Saturday in October this week?
Yes, it is. It's
National Tight Ends Day. Bet those tight ends all day long.
Okay.
All day long.
For anybody listening to this right now, it is not a hoax. You can go back and look at the past 2 years on National Tight Ends Day. I don't know what it is. Tight ends score touchdowns.
Crazy. That's where I've won most of my money.
Last year, it was crazy. I think like literally every tight end you can think of that was starting. I think even Mo Alley Cox.
Who?
Yeah. He scored 2 touchdowns last year as a backup tight end for the Colts with Anthony Richardson throwing the ball.
Oh, my goodness.
They got to get the love on the National Tight Ends Day, man.
Short story. Bet on your tight ends. National Tight Ends Day. Also, happy National Tight Ends Day to all my tight ends out there and my high school tight ends.
Absolutely.
Y'all deserve some love.
And Reese Davis at Walker Valley.
Reese Davis.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
He had a big play at the game. He just ran over somebody. Like, he got the ball, ran over a kid. I was like, golly, this kid's, my goodness. Anyway.
Let's jump into some picks here. Number 4, Alabama travels to South Carolina, a raucous South Carolina stadium. Me and Cooper have both been in it. It sucks. I hate hearing Sandstorm all game long. That stupid Gamecock yell that they do all game long. Give me Alabama here. I don't think South Carolina stands a chance. Even with the Norris Sellers healthy fully, Alabama's going to take this one.
Okay. I'll go next. You know, I looked at this game, before the season started, South Carolina being a preseason top 25 team. And I'm like, man, this is going to be a good game. This is going to be a trap game for Alabama because you just play, now we know we've just played 4 really good teams in a row. And now you got South Carolina. And, South Carolina has not lived up to the hype that they were given preseason. Of course, I'm going to pick Alabama because Roll Tide all the way. I do think Alabama can go to South Carolina. I do think it's a tough place to play, but the fact that it's a 3:30 game is going to help us out, and I'm probably going to bring some earmuffs to my living room so I don't have to listen to that first down thing that they play or whatever it is.
So this was literally going to be in my picks. 12.5 is a lot of points on the road. It is
true.
And South Carolina, they got a good defense. Mm-hmm. They really do. I don't know. Bama's just on such a roll right now. It's kind of hard to bet against them, so I stayed away from it. But if this was a night game, I would say I don't even think the line would be 12.5.
Absolutely,
I think it would be 6.5.
Yeah, I'd probably put it there too.
Yeah, South Carolina, they're a frisky team, but they haven't really lived up to the expectation, like you said.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Alabama, but watch out for the plus 12.5. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Next, College Game Day travels to number 10 Vandy as number 15 Missouri rolls into town. 2 teams that have actually been very surprising this year, especially Vandy being ranked top 10 for the first time since like 1940s, I believe.
I believe it's 50s. Either way, it's a long time.
They're both playing good football. You're playing in Nashville. College Game Day's there. Vandy's got all the high. Give me the Missouri Tigers to upset Vandy. I would like to see. I honestly would like to see Vandy win this game, so at the end of the year, Tennessee can win out, and it could be a playoff battle between Tennessee and Vandy. But I don't see that happening this week. Missouri's offense is good. Vandy's defense has struggled a little bit. Give me Missouri.
If you look at both of these teams, just look at the reflection in the mirror. All they're doing is wearing different uniforms. They both have a very mobile quarterback. They both can run the football effectively. It's it's a really fun game to pick because Vanderbilt just now getting, their feet set in the SEC. Cannot believe that they're a top 10 team in the country. Never thought I would say those words in my life. I have learned to stop doubting Vanderbilt. Anchored down.
Yeah, so I took them in my -2.5, but that is no slight to Missouri. Missouri's a really good team right now.
Yeah,
they got a good defense. Ahmad Hardy, real ones know if you play with him.
Yeah, 51 yards against Bama.
Hey, I mean, credit to Bama. They were really good containing him.
Yeah,
he's got 139 carries for 840 yards and 11 touchdowns. He's having a really good season.
He still leads the SEC.
Football 26. Cannot stop him in college football 26. I'll just say that.
I did a Missouri dynasty, and he is absolutely broken, by the way, just for the record. But
noted. I will make sure to get him in the transfer portal.
Yeah, Josh Jones and Austin Norman know that if you guys are listening to this. But, oh, man, I think Vandy wins, but... Man, I would love if Missouri won that game. Just cause,
really?
Yeah.
Just because it's Vandy, man.
As a Tennessee fan.
As soon as Chandler isn't here, we're just dogging on Vanderbilt.
I've never liked Vandy. I've never liked Vandy.
Well, we're Tennessee fans. How could you?
Exactly.
But I don't want to face a hot Vandy team at the end of the year. I really don't.
I don't blame you. They are a good football program right now.
Next. Oh, man. Been a rough week. Number 17, Tennessee travels to Kentucky. Night game scares me to death. We've been in this situation time and time again where we travel to a opposing stadium, we come out with a loss. We travel to Oklahoma, we somehow squeak a win out last year. We travel to Arkansas, get beat almost the very next week, a couple weeks later. I mean, a lot of news is surrounding Tennessee this week, and Tony Vitello leaving to go to the San Francisco Giants, and not much talk has been around the Tennessee football program and the egg they laid at Alabama this last week. But I'll tell you this Tennessee team is fired up, and they know what lies ahead of them. They know that you win this game, Oklahoma walks into Neyland Stadium at night next week.
Oh, man.
In a blackout game.
Is it at night?
Oh, my goodness.
For sure?
It's more than likely going to be at night. It's got to be at night. Give me the Vols here. It scares me to death to take Tennessee here, but I'm always going to pick Tennessee. Night games scare me to death. Road games scare me to death. Seems like we can't get our footing under us at all, but give me Tennessee.
You know, Tennessee in road games, they have not had the upper hand there. They have won on the road, but it's definitely shown that whenever they don't have the Neyland Stadium crowd behind them, they are in trouble. Of course, it's Neyland Stadium. It's going to be one of the best atmospheres in college football. Kentucky has not looked great. I mean, they did put up a good fight against Texas, and the problem with that is that Texas does not have a good offense. I have not been a believer in them. Their offense put up 13 points. Kentucky did. Against Texas, I just don't see this game going in Kentucky's favor. I would love for it to go into Kentucky's favor because, I'm an Alabama fan. Sorry for those of you listening, but I have Tennessee winning this game, but I wouldn't doubt if this one's close. However, revenge, after a loss against Alabama, your biggest rival, you're going to want to win out. And I think Tennessee is going to get started on the right foot here.
Well, yeah, you lose to your biggest rival on the road. It'd feel good to go beat your second biggest rival on the road. So,
where's Florida?
Oh, well, Florida owns us. So,
in Ben Hill Griffin.
Yeah. So Kentucky's got a good defense. I could see this being one of those games where if we win, but it kind of pisses you off and you don't really feel satisfied with it because it's like, oh God, that was just ugly.
Yeah.
Tennessee against Alabama made just about every mistake you could possibly make, and it was a really rough game. But I have faith in Heupel and this team to get those mistakes cleaned up, be sharp, come out, play a good game against. I think they're one of our protected rivals, right? No, they are.
Kentucky?
Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
So, get a big win against a rival, get that morale back, and then you got Oklahoma coming to town the next week. So
that's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I'm picking Tennessee. Let's get the momentum going. Let's get back on our feet and keep chucking because we got to make the playoffs and we got to win.
Let's fight through these next couple picks real quick. Cleveland at Hardin Valley. Cleveland got their first win of the year last week against Bearden. I'm taking Cleveland here. Sneaky win from Cleveland. They got their footing under them. They know what they have to do. Give me Cleveland.
Oh, wow. Okay. 1-7 Cleveland. Just got their first win. Hey, you know what? I have Hardin Valley picked down here. Cleveland needs a win here if they want to go to the playoffs and have any chance of getting there. I just think they're going to make it. Give me a 2-8 team by the end of the year making it to the playoffs by some miracle. Cleveland wins this game. I'm going to pick them because why not?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I called Cleveland winning last week. Nobody believed in them, and now everybody's picking them. No, but
I didn't believe in either of the teams.
That's fair. I think they keep the momentum going. I mean, Hardin Valley is on a 3-game losing streak right now, looking a little rough. And their only win, funny enough, was against Bearden. But I think Cleveland keeps the momentum rolling. I really do. They looked better last week. It's kind of. That's a low bar. But still, you got the momentum going. Keep it going. Keep getting a win. The fact that you can make the playoffs at 2-8 is bonkers.
Yep.
So
crazy.
Get a win. Get a win.
Bradley travels to Maryville. Two good teams playing each other, but I think Maryville's just going to be too much in this one. That's all I have to say about that.
Maryville's just dominant every single year. It seems like Maryville's just that team to beat. That team to beat in East Tennessee. Bradley's a good football team, not good enough. Maryville.
Yeah, it feels like Maryville's just unbelievable year in and year out. Which it's no slight to Bradley. That, like I've always said, they always got a good squad under Coach Floyd. But it's Maryville, man. They've been a juggernaut for about as long as I can remember. So I'll pick Maryville in this one.
Next, East Hamilton travels to Soddy Daisy. 7-1 East Hamilton, the only loss coming at the hands of the Walker Valley Mustangs.
That scared me.
East Ham's got a good football team, man. Give me the Soddy Daisy Trojans to upset East Hamilton this week. I think playing on the road, we saw that East Hamilton get tired. Soddy Daisy has proved they can score a lot of points this year. Give me Soddy Daisy with the upset.
Wow. If you ain't Soddy, you ain't nobody, apparently. I think East Hamilton, somebody. Give me the Hurricanes winning.
Yeah, I think East Hamilton takes care of business. Soddy, that we've talked about it. They've been a little up and down. Do they have their starting quarterback? Is he back?
Not sure.
Or is he still hurt? I can't remember if he was either supposed to come back this week or the next. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got East Ham, though. They're trying to bounce back after some tough losses, and they still got playoff hopes, so I think they keep it rolling.
Whenever we walk in here next week to record, Soddy Daisy put up a win. Say, I told you so.
Hey, okay. That's what I said about Cleveland.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. You can do that.
Next massive game in the region. Massive region implications for Walker Valley here. Mm-hmm. Ray County travels to McMinn to take on the Cherokees. 7-1 Ray County, 5-3 McMinn. McMinn has lost 2 of their last 3.
Wow.
2 in a row, 2 of the last 3. Give me Ray County here to set up a region championship game next week at the MAC.
So, like you said, region championship game. I don't know if we ever covered it, so I'm going to make sure that we do now. If Ray County wins against McMinn County, we will have a region championship game at the MAC at Walker Valley. However, if McMinn were to win, which I don't think they're going to, I'm going to pick Ray County. But if McMinn does beat the Golden Eagles, then that means that Walker Valley will have the tiebreakers over the next 2 teams, which, by the way, this game would give Ray County their second loss in the region. That would lock up a 1 seed for Walker Valley going into the playoffs, which would be huge. One of these days we might get one of those episodes in. So I'm going to pick Ray County. Huge game next week at the MAC. McMinn hasn't looked great as of late. They lost to Red Bank. I don't know what's going on over there. They have a good offense. They just need to run the football, because the times that I've watched McMinn play, they haven't ran the ball, and they haven't put up as many points as they'd want to. Give me the Golden Eagles.
I'm also going to take the Golden Eagles. I think, and like you said, it's going to set up a really, really, really big game at the end of the season. That's going to be, dang near a championship game.
Not only that, rivalry. You got Coach Harvey over at Ray County as well, so it's going to be a reunion and crazy battle. Really big storyline game. That's another great point. But yeah, McMinn. So they, on paper, they are a good team. Mm-hmm. Their wins, though, are against Bradley, which was a good win. Right. But their wins are against Cleveland, Lenoir City, Saudi Daisy, and Ooltewah. Ooh. So what do we know about those teams? They weren't, the cream of the crop, but they're not bad. And they put up good points against those games, but obviously lost to Walker Valley in a shootout, lost to Knox Central and Red Bank in back-to-back games. Wow. I think I got Ray County. I think they got a little more prestige, but I wouldn't be shocked if McMinn came out and dropped, 35 points. But I just think that Ray County is going to have the edge, especially to set up a big region spot for the next week.
Finally, Walker Valley travels to Sequatchie County at 8 o'clock Eastern Time here on Oldies 99.1. It's going to be a fun game, going to be beautiful weather. Walker Valley playing some good football. Give me the Mustangs in this one.
Absolutely. Walker Valley going up against a very good team in 3A. You got a long way to travel to Sequatchie County. I still think Walker Valley can put their foot down and be like, hey, we're going to the playoffs this year. We got to execute in every game, no matter if it has playoff implications. Give me the Mustangs.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me the Stangs. You already know what it is, but we got to stay focused and get the win. Do not look ahead to the next game. You're 0-0 every week, and you got to try to go 1-0 every single week. Play hard-nosed on defense. Keep the offense rolling. Stay healthy. And let's get ready to freaking get to this last game and win the region.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You guys heard it here. Thanks for tuning in to us. Thanks for sticking around with us. It's a lot of fun talking with you guys and, just having fun here. We love it. We're going to wrap this one up in blue and gold. Stay tuned to hear Jacob and Andy on the call here on Oldies 99.1. Go Mustangs.
This is Dr. Brian Beard with the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry. I'm here with my daughter and dental hygienist, Blakely Diller. Blakely, what do you enjoy most about your job as a dental hygienist?
To me, it's more than just dental cleaning. I love getting to meet new people and building friendships for years and years to come.
Give us a call at 476-6541 and schedule your cleaning with us.
This is John Davis, the trading man at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway. Is your old car really scary? Are you frightened about how much you owe? Don't be afraid. We'll take any trade. Let your scary old car rust in peace. Kia Cleveland will pay you up to $7,000 over Kelley Blue Book market value for your current vehicle, running or not. That's right, up to $7,000 for any trade in any condition, and we'll buy your car for cash, even if you don't buy a car from us. Are you haunted by bad credit? Don't sweat it. Our lenders will say yes to you and yes to your situation. Don't be frightened by how much you owe on your old car. At Kia of Cleveland, we can get you out. Come see me, John Davis, at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where trading your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Negative trade equity financed in new loan, subject to lender approval. Expires month end.
KiaofCleveland.com. When the weather cools down, warm up with a bowl of comfort from Chick-fil-A. Our famous chicken tortilla soup is back. Made with shredded chicken, a blend of navy and black beans, hearty vegetables, and perfectly seasoned in a creamy, zesty broth. Topped with crispy tortilla strips, it's the flavor you've been waiting for all year. But hurry, it's only here for a limited time. Stop by your local Chick-fil-A today and taste the soup that makes winter feel a little warmer. Chick-fil-A, where good food brings people together.
Langley Roofing is our skilled winning home team. From getting your emergency repair prioritized to a replacement you'll be proud of. Real craftsmanship on time, in budget. Langley is a local family protecting our homes from the top down. Langley means safety, security, and savings for roofing, gutters, and skylights. You'll see Langley's promises come to life on your home. And yeah, it's true. When you see a good roof, chances are it's a Langley.
Wright Brothers Construction Company Incorporated has over half a century of experience completing some of the most challenging projects across the Southeast, from moving millions of cubic yards of excavation in Alabama to spanning rivers in Virginia. Find out more at WBCCI.com. WBCCI.com. Wright Brothers Construction Company congratulates the student athletes and families of Walker Valley High School and says, "Go Mustangs!"
Food, it's our thing. But how you shop for it, that's all you. Order online.
Bread, milk, and fresh baked cookies.
And pick it up curbside.
Thank you!
Or have it delivered straight to your door.
Here's our Food City delivery. Oh, thanks.
With Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value every day, Food City.
The drive into fall event has been extended at Crown City JR Cleveland. Shop over 275 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams up to $15,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 0% for up to 72 months. Get model year closeout savings on a new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie. Up to $15,000 off MSRP. Crown City JR, the better way to buy and service. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
With approved credit, $13.89 per thousand. Finance on select models. Stock 402474.
At First Horizon, we know if there's a win, there's a way. Our team is here to help every step of the way with personal, business, or private banking. Stop by and visit us at one of our locations in Cleveland or give us a call at 423-559-7660. At First Horizon, we look forward to finding a way.
When life gets busy, Little Caesars can be there to help with hot and ready pizzas and more from 4 to 8 p.m. You can't beat the taste of delicious pizza at a great price and hot and ready for dinner. 3 locations, Paul Huff, Key Street, and McGrady Drive, or order online.
This is John Davis, the trading man at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway. Is your old car really scary? Are you frightened about how much you owe? Don't be afraid. We'll take any trade. Let your scary old car rust in peace. Kia Cleveland will pay you up to $7,000 over Kelly Blue Book market value for your current vehicle, running or not. That's right, up to $7,000 for any trade in any condition, and we'll buy your car for cash, even if you don't buy a car from us. Are you haunted by bad credit? Don't sweat it. Our lenders will say yes to you and yes to your situation. Don't be frightened by how much you owe on your old car. At Kia of Cleveland, we can get you out. Come see me, John Davis, at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where trading your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Negative trade equity financed in new loan, subject to lender approval, expires month end.
When competition is fierce, sports injuries happen, and Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics is here to help. Saturday sports clinics are available at our Chattanooga and Cleveland offices from August 23rd through November 8th for the treatment of non-emergency orthopedic injuries like sprains, strains, and fractures. Doors open at 9 a.m., no appointment needed to be seen by our highly trained physicians and clinical staff. Saturday sports clinic dates are subject to change. Check sportmed.com for the latest information. That's sportmed.com.
From the job site to the showroom, Wholesale Supply has the top brands you trust at the prices that work for your bottom line. With over 30 locations across the Southeast and over 75 years of service, no one supports contractors and communities like we do. Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to
Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They are open to the public. Once again, Andy Morris here along with Jacob Mason. And this is the Cleveland Ford Friday Night Football pregame show. And we're located here in Sequatchie County in the Bradley Medical Center broadcast booth. Got enough of those sponsors in right there to get things let off.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, thanks for coming in a time of need, Andy. I appreciate you.
No doubt. Listen, Jacob and I have been doing this together for quite a while now. We do the drive on ESPN Cleveland together. We call Walker Valley football games here on Cleveland's Oldies. I've been doing it for, 6 years now, Jacob, together. And I'll say this. We continue to learn stuff about each other because on the way here, I realized and was told by Jacob that he doesn't like Creed. So we did proceed to listen to Creed for an hour and 20 minutes on the way to Sequatchie County.
I was about to say, you found out that I didn't like / it's just not something that I listen to often, but you played it for an hour and a half before I finally said, can we change the station? And you're like, well, you don't like Creed? And I'm like, not really. But,
so if you see Jacob out and around town at ball games, be sure to give him a hard time because it's kind of anti-American not to like Creed. But, hey, let's talk about some football here as we're excited for this matchup between your Walker Valley Mustangs and Sequatchie County. The Indians are 6-2 on the season. They're in Region 4 Class 3A. And in terms of a 3A team, very competitive. Their only 2 losses are to South Pitt and Marion County, which, if you're familiar with those programs, perennial powerhouses within that classification. So a very solid team in Sequatchie County. Your Mustangs, of course, we've been celebrating 25 years of Walker Valley football all season long and continuing to do so tonight. Walker Valley comes in at 7-1 on the season in Region 3 5A with what we thought was a potential night to clinch a region championship with some other games in the area going on, but so far not looking that way. Needed McMinn to help you out a little bit. Currently losing to Ray County 21-0.
Sorry, not factual anymore. It's 28-0.
28-0. So if that tells you anything how that game's going, next week will be a true region championship back at the MAC between Walker Valley and Ray County to decide who that Region 3 champ and number 1 seed in the playoffs will be. So going to continue to keep up with that on our Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard tonight. In the only 2 meetings between Walker Valley and Sequatchie County prior to this one, those took place in 2003 and 2004. Sequatchie County winning the first one 28-16. Walker Valley winning that 2004 matchup 35-12. And of course, that was back in the early days of Walker Valley when they themselves were a 3A school. Grown quite a bit, gotten a lot bigger, and obviously anyone that's been paying attention to Walker Valley football over the past few seasons knows what type of football program we have now.
Yeah, absolutely. Year after year, you see Walker Valley continue to take steps forward, and this is another one where they find themselves, correct me if I'm wrong, 7-1? Are we
7-1 on the season?
So 7-1. Hopefully to extend that to 8-1, and then next week is starting to gear up to look like a big one.
Yeah, last season, Sequatchie County made the 3A state semifinals. They ended up being eliminated by Alcoa 38-3. So when this team loses football games, this Sequatchie County group, it's to quality programs. Being able to make the state semifinals, very impressive there in Class 3A. And, of course, we did mention just a few moments ago, their only 2 losses this season are to South Pittsburgh and Marion County. Last week, Walker Valley, of course, big win on the road, 63-7. Sequatchie County also won last week at Community, 51-0. So both of these teams coming off of big blowout victories.
Yeah, it's definitely a high-quality opponent. The one thing just looking at Sequatchie that I think they're going to run into is the depth side of things. We talked about that on the ride up here. You've got Walker Valley who's able to run a different 11 on both sides of the ball. I think you're going to see a lot of guys play both ways here tonight. You looked at some of the depth in the wide receiver core, and they're dressing some freshmen. And, some of those freshmen kind of look to be even a little bit smaller than that. So, it's going to be a good game. I think it could be one of those where it's tight early or competitive early. But I think the depth of Walker Valley, being able to lean on them, is going to affect tonight's game.
Yeah, and of course, once again, we are on the road here at Sequatchie County in Dunlap, Tennessee. Still plenty of time to get here if you're on your way, making the trek this way. And beautiful drive on the way here, but it's starting to feel like football temperatures outside, getting down potentially into the mid-40s during tonight's game. Not excited about that, Jacob, but it's something that when it comes to playing tough football, as Marcus Freeman at Notre Dame said, if you're worried about playing in the cold weather, maybe Walker Valley's not the place for you. I don't know.
Hey, stop acting like we're out there suffering with the fans. We're in here in this nice press box, cinder blocks away from the wind. It's not too bad in here.
A couple pregame notes here. Walker Valley Road Warriors this season. They are 3-0 on the road, looking to improve. Actually, 4-0. It hadn't updated that stat. 4-0 on the road this season, looking to improve to 5-0. Walker Valley scored 324 points on the season and only allowed 130. And if you look at our counterparts tonight, Sequatchie County, they've scored 233 points on the season and only allowed 133 points. And Jacob, so one thing, I was able to dive into some film. I watched Sequatchie County and South Pittsburgh a little bit earlier today, and you mentioned it a second ago. Sequatchie County plays a lot of players. At one point, I counted 6-7 guys for Sequatchie County that plays 6-7 both sides of the ball.
Yeah, the 6-7 threw me off. Sorry, I work in a middle school. But, yeah, it's tough to do. I mean, there are teams out there. And then when you get into this late into the season, you're conditioned for it. But at the end of the day, fresh legs matter. Yeah, I feel like Coach Akins does a good job, even with those guys, rotating them in and out. When they need a breather, they're able to get one. Where in some cases, when you play some of these smaller schools or team, you look at bigger schools. A team that's tied 14-14, about to go into halftime. Cleveland against Hardin Valley. That's another Billy Haney update. They just didn't have the depth to be able to do it, and it becomes hard. You start wearing down and wearing down and wearing down. And so, I look for that to be kind of the big thing that separates these two teams. Also, the fact that we've got 3-6-5 wide receivers that are out there running like horses. So
yeah, got to definitely pay attention to depth in this game as it goes on. And some players to watch. Let's talk about Sequatchie County for a second. Obviously, we talk about the Walker Valley players and all the accomplishments, records. It seems like week after week being broken by Roman Yulo, Chase Stevens, and Michael Wood last week with the interception record. But when we come back, we're going to hit on Sequatchie County's team a little bit right here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1.
At Charleston Cumberland Presbyterian Church, the doors are open and the welcome is real. Living the gospel, loving the community, leading with hope. That's our mission, and you're invited to be a part of it. Join us this Sunday at 11 a.m. at the corner of Highway 11 and Lauderdale Memorial Highway in Charleston.
The Rocktober sales event is here at Cleveland Ford. Get up to $20,000 off MSRP on select new 2025 F-150 models, or shop select new 2025 Explorer models starting at $33,997, or select new 2025 Bronco Sport models starting at $25,997. Visit clevelandford.com and ask for Crazy Craig. Honest people, honest deals, and home of the $39 oil change for well-qualified buyers, plus tax, tag, title, and $799 closing fee on select models. See dealer for details. Offer ends November 3rd, 2025.
This is Neil Scott, GM of United Structural Systems. We're currently looking to expand our teams at both our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Knoxville offices. We have a first-class benefits offering with medical, dental, vision, and ancillary benefits, PTO upon hire date, referral bonuses up to $2,500 per referral, 401k, and weekly production bonuses. We have career paths, leadership development training, and even employer-sponsored industry certifications. If you're interested in joining, please go online at ussTN.com/careers or call us 423-320-8883.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Ace is the only national retailer that carries Benjamin Moore paint. And when you buy a sample, we'll give you $5 off your next paint purchase. So if you want a new look for your home, look no further than Benjamin Moore paint at Ace.
Check out the Benjamin Moore collection to show the colors of your Bears, Blue Raiders, or Mustang Spirit. Only at Ace.
Offer valid on gallons of Benjamin Moore, Clark & Kensington, and Royal Paint. Limit one $5 coupon on 1 gallon purchase at participating Ace stores only. See store for additional details and exclusions.
When it comes to your breast health, a screening is more than just a day on the calendar. A screening can mean better outcomes and better care for you and your loved ones. That's why our team at Bradley Medical Center built our state-of-the-art Women's Imaging Center. Because in your healthcare journey, you deserve a partner who blends medical expertise with the comfort and understanding we all want. Call 423-244-9272 to schedule your appointment.
Caldwell Paving, paving the way in Tallahassee since 1958. Caldwell Paving specializes in asphalt paving. They serve residential clients, industrial and commercial companies, and subdivision projects. Conveniently located in Charleston, Caldwell Paving serves all of Southeast Tallahassee. Caldwell Paving, old services made new. CaldwellPaving.com.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good friend Andy Morris. We are here at Sequatchie County High School, home of the Indians, for tonight's matchup. Coming to you a little bit later than normal because we've tracked across the Central Time Zone, so starting at 8 o'clock tonight, our time instead of 7.
Yeah, definitely did hit the road. About an hour and 20-minute commute for us with arms wide open, as Creed would sing. Jacob did not enjoy the car ride here.
They were wide open for an hour and 20 minutes for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt. But excited to be here at Sequatchie County. Once again, just a quick recap. Sequatchie County Indians here in Dunlap, Tennessee. Head coach Rusty McIntyre, his son, a standout on this team. We're going to talk about him here in just a minute. They're 6-2 on the season in Region 4, Class 3A, one of the better teams in 3A. And excited for the matchup tonight. Of course, your Walker Valley Mustangs, 7-1 on the season in Region 3, 5A, ranked number 6 for about the third week in a row, I believe, in 5A. So looking to continue to keep that standard of play going this Friday night, and as Jacob mentioned, a little bit later start, 8 p.m. Eastern time, as we are here in the Central Time Zone. But excited to continue to celebrate 25 years of Walker Valley football, as we've done all season long. Continue that tonight here in Dunlap. And Jacob, so I want to dive in really fast here to Sequatchie County a little bit. They're a run-pass option team. They like to run that quarterback a lot. The quarterback, number 1, he's a junior, which this is a very junior-loaded team in Sequatchie County. Hunter Minton is his name, M-I-N-T-O-N, Minton. And he's very talented, has a good arm, hits his open receiver. So coverage tonight, very important from the secondary of Walker Valley. Don't give him a lot of opportunities to complete those downfield passes. You got to like the matchups with the guys like Aiden Burns, Michael Wood, C.T. Gunter. The secondary for Walker Valley's done such a solid job over the past few weeks, looking to continue that tonight. And a couple more guys here for Sequatchie County. They've got this is one thing, too. Jake and I spoke about this quite a bit on the way here and how this is going to have an impact on this game. They have a lot of players that play both sides of the football. One of them is a wide receiver free safety, number 6. He's a sophomore, Brooks McIntyre, the son of head coach Rusty McIntyre here at Sequatchie County. Very talented young man as well, very athletic. They use him in multiple different positions, multiple different ways. Running back number 2, senior Austin Griffith, is a name that you'll hear from Sequatchie County tonight. And then another guy that plays both ways, number 7, senior Lucas Eisenhart. So a lot of guys, as I mentioned, 6'7" guys playing both sides of the football for Sequatchie County. That look long-term for that to be a factor in favor of Walker Valley. Also, Jacob, whenever you're ready, you want to go ahead and go into keys to the game?
Yeah, for sure. Do you want to start with offense or defense?
Yeah, we'll go offense tonight, change it up a little bit here. Do what we do is what I have tonight. Make them stop the pass game with the weapons you hit on this moments ago, Jacob, with the weapons that we have at wide receiver and the way that opens up the run game for Case and Cunningham. If you can maintain that balance like you've been able to do all season long, don't break what you're good at.
Yeah, and really what I've just been calling is throw it where they're not, because at the end of the day, what they end up doing is when Sawyer Boyd's hot, they stack 3 over top of him, then you throw it to Roman. When they stack 3 over top of Roman, you throw it to Sawyer. When they double team Roman and Sawyer, you throw it to Luke Hayden. When they, if Chase can continue to do what he does well, and it's go through his reads, that's something that I've loved watching his game develop. He's able to sit back in the pocket and go through each read, say, oh, there it is, pop it over top. So, like we talked about with Coach Akins on the radio show this week, the big play with Roman, that wasn't designed to go to him, but Chase made the read, saw it happen, and made it happen.
So going over to the defensive side of the ball, Sequatchie County runs a similar spread offense to what we run at Walker Valley. A lot of run-pass option, though, from their quarterback. Again, quarterback number 1, junior Hunter Minton. And one thing that I would say, this is a non-region game, obviously, for both of these teams. When you have 11 hard-hitting hats to the football, when he runs for the first few times, I think their coaching staff might reevaluate how they want to use him in this game, as it doesn't affect their postseason. So I think you're going to end up forcing them to get away from what they're good from.
Yeah, I just think the D-line has to be disciplined. Do your job. If you're running the RPO type stuff, it's big on the defensive ends to do their job and force the quarterback to make the play constantly. So to me, just the defensive line, do your thing like you've been doing all year long. The front 7 looks really good, and so just continue to play disciplined football. Get your hats to the ball.
And that's perfect. Glad you used that word, discipline. If Walker Valley plays a disciplined football game, there's potential to run away with this football game. But this is a good team in Sequatchie County. So it might be one of those things you have to be consistent and get it into the second half in order to do so.
Yeah, for sure. And, I don't know that we'll be breaking any records tonight, but there's some big records that are on the table that, quite honestly, I didn't think really would be broken for a long time. But this offense is so potent. Chase Stevens sitting 9 touchdowns away from Colton Gibson's season record for touchdowns. Didn't know that one would ever be touched.
And it may not, but we're hoping for the best for Chase Stevens.
For sure. And then you've got Roman Yulo. I think he's around a little over 500 yards away from breaking the all-time season record for receiving yards.
Yeah, I believe the number was around 530 is what we were looking at for Roman. So well-deserving young man, and he's going to have at least 3 opportunities to do so. So excited to see if these Mustangs are able to make a few more of these records fall. Once again, you're listening to the Cleveland Ford Friday Night Football pregame show in the Bradley Medical Center broadcast booth. I'm Andy Morris along with Jacob Mason. And let's go ahead and go on over to our Southern Heritage Bank history moment. In 2008, Ted Lockerby's Mustangs upset crosstown rival Cleveland at Benny Monroe Stadium 28-27 with a thriller of a goal line stand to seal the game on that Halloween night.
Guess who was on the sideline?
Slim Money Mason.
At Cleveland.
Slim Money Mason.
I was a freshman dressing out that game, and Coach thought we had the speed to beat them out wide and tried to get out wide there on the goal line. And I want to say it was Paul Hunter and
Hunter Spencer
that shut the door right there at the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, very talented Walker Valley team there in 2008 that came away with that 28-27 win at Benny Monroe Stadium against the Blue Raiders on Halloween night. Now, that was our history moment because next Friday night, Halloween night, Ray County at the MAC. Excited for that one. But a shout out to that 2008 Walker Valley team quarterback Jace Meeks, running back / cornerback Mont Morris, no relation, but I feel like he's a brother from another mother. Definitely Mont Morris was one heck of a player for the Mustangs. Bryce Sharp, Turner Touchstone, Jared Duke, Dylan Mills, and of course you mentioned Houston and Hunter Spencer. A lot of very talented individuals on that 08 team. Wanted to show those guys some love because that was a fun memory.
Not only was it a big upset, it completely turned Cleveland's post-game season on its head.
So let's go ahead and go on over, Jacob. Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah, you cut me off.
Coin toss by Cleveland Fasteners. Go ahead and get our captains, Jacob.
They've already run off the field.
58.
27, 32, and 5.
Yeah, so 32 is Reese Davis. 58 is Caden Lassen. 27, Tyler Goldman. And then number 5, Caleb Jackson.
Yep.
Yeah, once again, Cleveland Fasteners and Supply for all those nuts and bolts you can't find anywhere else. If they ain't got it, then you don't need it. They're located on Starview Drive. And Jacob, as we approach, it does look like we did once again win the coin toss.
Yeah, that's crazy. Is there a game that you remember we've lost the coin toss
this year? We have not this year.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
So might as well keep it going. And moments away here from the opening kick, our Dell's heating and air temperature at kickoff currently 53 degrees and dropping. It is going to get chilly. So with that, we're going to go ahead and send it back to the station for our 30-second kickoff spot, Don Ledford.
Imagine a truck that doesn't just own the road, it dominates it. It's not just about the destination. It's about the journey. And our new GMC Sierra is elevating every moment of that journey for me. It's not just a truck, it's a lifestyle. Don Ledford didn't just sell me a truck. They saw the lifestyle I wanted, and they found me that truck.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, spot all season long by our good friends at Wholesale Supply Group. It's time for kickoff, and folks, you're going to have to be patient with us. For us to get you a time for the game, we're going to have to stick our heads completely out the window.
I'm here for it, Jacob.
So if you're listening to me in the stands and you've got your headphones in like Mr. Jackson down there and some other folks, if you're listening, I'm going to have to stick my head out, and I'll be looking a little silly.
Listen,
so
I'm a little fired up. I'm amped up. I'm gonna take one for the team here. I listened to Creed on the way here, so I'm excited, fired up. I'm gonna check the scoreboard for us. I got us covered, Jacob. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I have to drink some energy drinks because I was about lulled to sleep on the way up here.
So once again, Mustangs win the toss. They defer to the second half. They're going to be kicking off from right to left where we here are on the visiting side press box. Great setup here at Sequatchie County. A good deep kick from Walker Valley. It's going to be fielded at around the 10-yard line, returned, and he's going to be brought down just across the 25. We'll say the 28-yard line is where he ended up.
And that's a good sign from last week. The one thing that they really struggled with last week was the kickoff coverage.
And Jacob, let's go ahead and get you set for the Honda of Cleveland starting lineups for the Mustang defense, and right over to you there for those.
On the D-line, number 69, Lane Ferris, 47, Eli Robinson, number 41, Cooper Gotze, number 42, Jonathan West. Linebackers, number 5, Caleb Jackson, 23, Braylon Beard, 27, Tyler Goldman. Do we have an update on Miles Hawk?
I do not believe Miles Hawk is active tonight. In his place is going to be Zach Raines. First play of the game, Sequatchie County runs up the middle for a short gain.
Our DBs are going to be number 11, Thavin Scruggs, number 9, C.T. Gunter, number 2, Aiden Burns, and number 3, Mike Wood.
Yeah, I believe the update once again there on Miles Hawk is he is out for the season. Unfortunately, does not sound like he is going to be back for the Mustangs. And in his place tonight, it does look like, I'm trying to get a field view here, I believe that is, right now we've got Braylon Beard out there at linebacker. Also, I do believe that's number 20, Zach Raines.
And he's gotten some experience on Friday nights, which has been good. So good to see him out there. Very young, very talented, high motor kid. Ball snapped. It's going to be handed off up the left side, and they're going to take it for enough for a first down. It's going to be marked at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, there's about a 2nd down and 4, and a solid two plays in a row now. 2nd down, solid run play there from Sequatchie County, getting some push there on that weak side. So there's gonna be an effort from Walker Valley to make sure that they step up and limit this run game. And we'll see. We mentioned Sequatchie County run-pass option team. That's going to make them adjust a little bit. And Walker Valley has played solid defense against similar offenses.
All right, they're going to bring the tight end in motion. Ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff to the big old running back off the left side. Walker Valley does a better job covering it this time, but it's still going to be a gain of about 4. Ball's going to be marked at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, that was number 22, Kason Hicks. He's a junior, as I mentioned during the pregame show, that this Sequatchie County team is junior loaded. So next season, going to be a very, very dangerous threat in Class 3A.
Well, they don't lack size, I'll tell you that much. The offensive line looks to be pretty good-sized kids. The running back is one of the biggest kids on the field. So definitely going to be a tall order for the Mustangs as they continue to try to stop this run attack. Ball snap. They're going to pass it out wide, quick, tipped by the receiver, and is going to be incomplete, in and out of the hands of the wide receiver.
Yeah, so we mentioned Miles Hawk being out right now on the field for the Mustangs. We've got a few, looks like some shift change coming in there. I believe number 33 for the Mustangs, Brandon Satterfield out there at linebacker. So that is not Zach Raines. That's Brandon Satterfield out there with Braylon Beard.
You would talk about another kid with a high motor. Brandon Satterfield can fly around. So they're going to go hard count, no biters, slowing things down.
Also Tyler Goldman, who, listen, we've seen it all really the past 2 years from Tyler Goldman. Great job of undercutting routes. We're starting to see Sequatchie County, and we see it right here as the quarterback drops back. Short pass off the would-be receiver's hands. That was number 2, Austin Griffith.
That was
the senior for Sequatchie County.
Yeah, they're lucky that one was tipped and dropped because he did a good job kind of sneaking out and getting away from any of the defenders. All the flow went to the right, to the away side of the field. They tried to pop it back towards the home side, and it was in and out of the hands.
Which, by the way, this first quarter is sponsored by Cleveland Ford.
So you're going to see your first Cleveland Utilities power punt here with 9:55 left in the first quarter. You're going to shift some guys around, try to change things up. The Mustangs going with 2 deep men.
Yeah, 4th and 7. Sequatchie County at their own 42-yard line. Low snap.
They're going to fake it. Oh, they almost faked it. They end up going with a fumble, balls out, and Sequatchie County is going to recover.
They went with a rugby-style punt. The punter sprinted out here to the near side on the run, punted the football. Never saw your Boyd, number 1, the punt returner for the Mustangs, never really got a clear grasp on the football. By the time he took off, football hits the turf. So unfortunate start here. Sequatchie County now getting some good field position on the Walker Valley side of the football.
So they're going to go trips to the home side, single receiver to the away. Ball is marked at the 39-yard line. Short field to go here for Sequatchie after that muffed punt.
Mustang showing blitz.
Ball snap, going to be handed off to the right side. He's going to get a good gain on this play. It's going to be a gain of about 7, I believe. Ball is marked down towards the 32-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, already seeing Brandon Satterfield in on a few tackles, doing a good job playing that role tonight.
So, Sequatchie kind of taking their time here, kind of pulling one out of Coach Aiken's old bag, taking their time getting up to the line, going hard count, see if they get anything. Trips to the home, single receiver to the away. Ball snapped, going to be a handoff off the right side. Mustangs try to get to the ball, but not before a first down after about we're going to call it a 3.5-yard gain.
Yeah, I saw number 23 linebacker Braylon Beard come up and put a good hit. And one thing that this Walker Valley defense does a good job of, Jacob, trying to force those turnovers. Braylon's helmet right on the football. Good job by Sequatchie County securing the football. But that's something that I've tried to pay attention to over the past few weeks. Very tactful tackling form, technique by this Mustang defense.
So Twins to the away, single receiver to the home. Ball snapped.
First and 10
looking.
Here.
He throws, going to pop out towards the sideline. Mustangs do a good job of getting balls to the hat, but the defender makes a good juke move, and it's going to be out of bounds after about a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, so now Sequatchie County just shy of the Walker Valley 20-yard line. They're going to spot it actually at the 22. 2nd down and 3 for Sequatchie County with 8:26 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Can hear the Walker Valley Pep Band over here. Always here to support, showing up for the Mustangs on these road trips.
Ball snapped. Going to be a handoff to the right side. He's going to take it to the 20, down to the 15-yard line where he's forced out of bounds.
That's enough for a first down. Sequatchie County's found something here with this run game, picking up some chunk yardage plays here. So it's going to be 1st and 10, I believe. Yeah, so that they actually spotted this one at the 14-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10, Sequatchie County from the 14, where they're working left to right, where we are here on the visiting side in the press box.
So quarterback shotgun brings the man in motion. It's going to be behind him. Ball snap. Going to be a hand up the middle. This time Walker Valley does a good job. Short gain on the play. Ball looks to be marked around the 13 or 12-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd down. 8:10 left in the first quarter.
Well, Jacob, one thing we talked about in the pregame was the Sequatchie County. You're not going to try to run your quarterback too much in a game that you don't want to say that a game doesn't matter, but in the scheme of the playoffs and approaching the playoffs, both these teams playoff teams, you're not going to put your quarterback in danger. Right now, they're not needing to, so you're hoping that was going to be a factor in this game for Walker Valley. But if they continue to have the success running the football that they are, it might be a little bit more difficult task than we had originally thought.
Ball snapped, pass. He's looking. Walker Valley getting great pressure. Just going to throw this one away. It's going to sail into the back of the end zone. Thavin Scruggs almost had an opportunity to intercept that ball, but just a little bit too far out of the back of the end zone.
And again, a couple guys I want to mention here. Again, Brandon Satterfield along with Jonathan West in the face of the quarterback. Brandon Satterfield's presence already tonight being an impact defensively for Walker Valley.
He's got a high motor, really fast kid, very twitchy, able to get north and south very quickly. So
Caleb Jackson right there in the mix as well. Have failed to mention him. He's out there playing solid linebacker play for this Mustang defense as well. Tyler Goldman, Braylon Beard, those are the backers out there. And that's one thing. You see Caleb Jackson more so in coverage from the linebacker spot than some of these other linebackers, and does a good job there as Sequatchie County now 3rd and 9 from their own from the Walker Valley 13 with 7:33 to go in the first. No score.
Ball snap, looking, throws in and out of the hands of the receiver, but just blanket coverage there by number 11, Thavin Scruggs.
Yeah, Thavin Scruggs doing a good job there, playing tight to the receiver. Smart to not get a pass interference call. The receiver cut his route off, stopped in the end zone. Thavin played it smart, put a hand on the hip, kind of waited for the football to get there and made an attack on the football. So making sure not giving an official an opportunity to throw a flag.
Big 4th down play here for the Mustangs. They do have the opportunity to get a first down. It looks to be 4th and 8. They're going to go trips to the away side, trips to the home side, single receiver to the away. Ball snapped.
There's pressure on the quarterback because he has to roll out here to the right.
He's going to scramble, and he is going to be blown up, and I don't think he got it.
There's a flag on the field, though, Jacob. That tackle was made by number 27, Tyler Goldman, but there's some laundry on the field.
It's by the body language, it's looking like it's against the Mustangs.
Yeah, very unfortunate penalty, forcing a fourth down there. Actually, it's going to be against Sequatchie County. Big break there for this Mustang defense. They're waving the flag off. That penalty would have been sponsored by the Bradley County Litter Grant, but they waved that flag off. So now, Walker Valley, that was fourth down, so turnover on downs. Mustangs football deep in their own territory.
Yeah, ball is marked at the 5-yard line, so the Mustangs are going to have to march down the field. But something they haven't been afraid of, I'll tell you that much.
So with 7:20 to go here in the first quarter, still no score. Walker Valley taking over, again, back deep in their own territory. They've got the ball spotted at the 5-yard line. So, Jacob, with that, we got to get some of these reads in there because Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care has all your orthopedic needs covered, Voitech.com.
Dale's Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, just call Dale's. Just call Dale's.com.
Chick-fil-A located on Keith Street in Paw Huff. Download the Chick-fil-A app today. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10, 7:20 to go in the first quarter.
Ball snapped, going to be handed off to Cunningham off the left side. Not a whole lot of room to run. Maybe a yard on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Kaysen trying to create something out of nothing there. Good pressure on the right side of this defensive line for Sequatchie County. Seeing a personnel change. So we've got Roman Yulo in. Chase Stevens exits the field, so we're going to go to Roman Yulo taking the direct snap here in Coach Aiken's load package set. 2nd down, so they're weren't even going to give Kaysen a yard on that last play. Got back to the 5-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 with 7 minutes and 16 seconds to go here in the first.
So hard count. Oh, close. Looked like they got the nose guard to bite, but must not have crossed the line.
So they motioned Cole Brown over here to the near side. Looks like they're stacking from where we are right to left, stacking the left side of the offensive line. Roman Yulo on the keeper.
Roman's going to get about 4 yards on the carry. Probably ball marked around the 9-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Yeah, waiting to see where they actually spot this football. I think you're pretty spot on with that 3rd and 6. Walker Valley walking a little bit closer up than I thought. So they do have it spotted at the 9-yard line, 3rd and 6 with 6:32 to go in the first quarter.
They're going to go twin set, looking like they're trying to bring pressure off the right side. Chase Stevens with the hard count, seeing that, picking that up. Now is going to be able to shift his running back Cunningham over to the opposite side. Ball snapped. Pressure is coming. Looking. He's going to scramble, trying to get out of the way. Throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended for number 8, Cunningham. But to be honest with you, that probably was going to be a loss. We'll take the incomplete and punt.
Yeah, Chase got forced to the far side of the field as he rolled out to his right. Again, where we are backed up on the right side of the field, working right to left. Had to come back this direction to the visiting sideline. Nowhere to go with the football. I think it was actually tipped. And luckily incomplete. Could have been a lot worse than that turned out, as now the Mustangs on to punt, 4th and 6. Backed up inside their own territory, inside the 10-yard line.
Can you get a number on that punting? Is that Burns?
Yeah, that's number 2, Aiden Burns. Man in motion here. It's Boyd. A little eye candy before the punt here. Ball snapped. Good punt from Aiden Burns. It's across the 30. Going to bounce at the 40. Very good bounce.
What a roll.
Across the 50 to the opposing 44-yard line. Aiden Burns doing his job.
So if you count that from where he kicked it, that's around a 50-yard punt.
Very impressive. Very impressive punt there from AB. And so another opportunity. We saw this last week at Lenoir City, obviously a blowout game. But one thing that you can take away from that game, in the first drive, Lenoir City had success doing what, Jacob? Running the football. That's what Sequatchie County was able to do in their first drive. Unfortunately, once they were forced to punt, you had that fumble on the return, and they got a second opportunity. But the Mustangs held strong deep in their own territory. But Sequatchie County able to run the football. Now there's an opportunity for the defense to kind of know what they're dealing with and have a little bit different attack as we're up here with Coach Huey, who's getting a look on the defense for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you haven't seen much of the quarterback run, but I think that's more of an attest to Walker Valley's been disciplined on that RPO and kind of staying at home and making the running back be the one to tote that rock. He's reading that backside end, and so the backside end doing its job so far tonight. They're going to go shotgun, ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff off the left side. Does a good job of bouncing that back inside.
There's a flag. I believe there's going to be a holding call here. I don't know. It did come from the back, so potentially it looks like it is going to be on Sequatchie County, I believe, number 55. But, of course, big number 22 is a guy for Sequatchie County on that carry. Picked up some good yards. That's Case and Hicks. But that penalty in favor of the Mustangs is going to back Sequatchie County up behind the chains.
Yeah, that's a big one to kind of get some better field position as well. That's going to back them all the way up to the 34-yard line.
So 5:50 to go in the first quarter. 1st and 20 now for Sequatchie County.
Going to go trips to the home side, single receiver to the way. Ball's snap. No, it's not. It's going to be a hard count.
Again, that's number 1 quarterback Hunter Minton for Sequatchie County.
Ball snap. Looking to the single receiver side. He's going to take it up the middle. Going to bounce outside. You can see where his legs will hurt you. He's going to get a good gain on the play. He's going to get about they're saying this is on the ground. Are they blowing it dead?
I think they're going to say that he had hit the turf before the ball came out, but Michael Wood was about to take that one to the house if it was a fumble, but they blow the play dead. And shout out Aiden Burns with the shoestring tackle there to make that quarterback hit the turf and fumble. No instant replay in high school football, so...
Yeah, it's going to be about a 14-yard gain to make it 2nd and 6. Did a good job of seeing the hole that was there and took it up the middle and then was able to get towards the home side and create a explosive play there for the Indians. Trips to the away side, single receiver to the home.
5:17 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score.
Ball snapped. It's going to be a quarterback option. They're going to pitch it out wide. The Mustangs do a great job defending this. And
Braylon Beard, number 23, all over that one. And one thing that I love about watching teams that know how to defend the option, they take away the outside. You force the quarterback up inside. Even if he makes the pitch like he does there, they're forced back to the middle of the field where there's nothing but Mustangs there to make the play. Nothing going there for Sequatchie County.
Yeah, it's going to be a loss of 4, bringing up 3rd and 10. I liked the play design. A lot of eye candy there, but the Mustangs just did such a good job of staying disciplined and staying at home. Twins to both sides of the field. Shotgun. Ball snap. Dropping back, looking, got some pressure. He's going to be flushed up the middle, and he is going to be stopped short.
He got lit up to just shy of the 50-yard line, so he's going to be about 4 or 5 yards shy of that first down marker, bringing up 4th down. But that's one thing we talked about pregame. When Walker Valley attacks the football like they do, you're hitting a quarterback like that, that's going to discourage Sequatchie County from wanting to run him.
So that's going to bring up 4th and 6. Deep man back, single deep man this time is going to be Cunningham. I think the Mustangs are changing it up now that they're going with that Aussie-style kick. Got to have, some people on the outside to be able to defend because he can take off and run.
Yeah, 3:47 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score, and we see Sequatchie County shift out of that bunch set punt formation, sending a guy out wide here. You've got Thavin Scruggs over the top of him, and there's actually going to be, looks like a potential timeout, Sequatchie County.
Delay of game,
okay.
So it's going to back him up 5 yards. Instead of kicking from the 49, we'll be kicking from the 44.
Crown is your Jeep Ram headquarters in Southeast Tennessee off I-75 at exit 20. Shop over 225 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams.
Jersey's College School of Nursing. Your nursing career starts here. jerseycollege.edu. So this Cleveland Utilities power punt coming up here for the Indians. Ball snapped. He's going to kick it. It's going to be a low roller, take a bounce about the 30-yard line, and keep on rolling there for Sequatchie County inside the 20 down to about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, good, solid punt from Sequatchie County. A little bit better field position now for this Mustang offense to kind of do what they do good. When you're backed up in your own territory as deep as they were on that first drive, you had to bring Roman Yulo out for that load set and didn't really get into the groove of what your offense is good at. Now you've got an opportunity as you're starting this drive just outside the 20-yard line at the 19.
Yeah, going with a different look here. It's something that we've seen in the past from the Mustangs, but wide receivers kind of stacked on each side, twins, but stacked on top of each other. So how do you defend this? You've got Roman Yulo and Sawyer Boyd right beside each other, not knowing which direction they're going to go. Ball snapped, going to be a quick throw to Boyd,
who hits the sideline. He's fighting for extra yardage there, and it looks like he's going to pick up about 6 on that play, I believe. 3:19 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score, and they're going to spot that one.
I think they even marked it a yard further, took another step forward. I think it's going to be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, Sawyer Boyd so good. Just kind of
hold on. If that's where that spot is, that's a rough spot. They're going to say he was out of bounds.
Okay, so
it's
he
going to be
out.
2nd and 6.
Right when I was going to give credit to his talent, tight roping the sideline, we see Chase Stevens getting flushed out. Throws complete to Sawyer Boyd. That's going to be enough for a Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down. Mustangs across the 35 to the 36.
Yeah, and that was a big 10-plus yard gain there for the Mustangs. They're going to be all the way, like you said, to the 36-yard line, but Chase did a good job of evading pressure. They're trying to get pressure to him early, but handling it well, getting outside, and being able to find his receiver and get some yardage.
Seeing a lot of personnel shifts from Walker Valley's offense here. Got a single receiver here to the near side, single receiver to the far side.
Ball snap. Going to be handed off to Cunningham. They do a good job of stopping that. It's going to be a loss on the play. Looks like it's going to be marked at the 34-yard line, so it's going to bring up 2nd long.
You got to give this defensive front of Sequatchie County some credit. Taking away the run game so far up to this point with Case and Cunningham playing very aggressive up front, getting a little bit of a push. As you said, that's going to bring up 2nd down and 12 with 2:25 to go in the first. Still no score.
Walker Valley going to go empty here. Ball snapped. Quick throw out to the sideline, caught.
Looks like he's slung down there. Out of bounds, well out of bounds. Should have been a flag thrown on that play. There wasn't. Well out of bounds. Sawyer Boyd slung down right in front of the bench of Sequatchie County. Listen, that's one thing. Pay attention to Coach Akins. That's one of those ones you're going to get in an official's ear and fight for that call.
Yeah, especially this late in the season. That's not something that you want to see. But that's going to bring up 3rd, and somebody's standing in front of me. So 3rd and 7.
Yeah, 3rd down and 7, 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Hard count, no biters. We're back to the empty set.
And we've got trips here to this near side. Twins to the far side.
Going to bring pressure in his face, and he's going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Did a great job of bringing a linebacker off the blitz there and coming straight through.
Again, that was number 22, Kaysen Hicks, the junior do-everything guy for Sequatchie County. Runs the football, plays some solid defense as well, as we just saw on that play. As Sequatchie County does have a player down, but that backs you up behind the chains for a long 4th down now. This first quarter has just been a game of field position.
Absolutely. And again, I think this is one of those where you weather the storm and just continue to lean on them, because eventually they're going to get a little tired. But there is an injury on the field. We're going to take a break with them. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Do your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy? Dr. James Gooden at Milligan Vein offers an office treatment that can make you look and feel better, and your procedure is covered by most insurance. Visit milliganvein.com or call Dr. Gooden today at 423-961-5682.
This is John Davis, the trading man at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway. Is your old car really scary? Are you frightened about how much you owe? Don't be afraid. We'll take any trade. Let your scary old car rust in peace. Kia Cleveland will pay you up to $7,000 over Kelly Blue Book market value for your current vehicle, running or not. That's right, up to $7,000 for any trade in any condition. And we'll buy your car for cash, even if you don't buy a car from us. Are you haunted by bad credit? Don't sweat it. Our lenders will say yes to you and yes to your situation. Don't be frightened by how much you owe on your old car. At Kia of Cleveland. We can get you out. Come see me, John Davis, at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where trading your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Negative trade equity financed in new loan, subject to lender approval. Expires month end.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1. After the Cleveland Utilities power punt for the Mustangs, a good punt. It's going to back Sequatchie County all the way up to, looks like the 22, maybe the 23-yard line. They're going to go trips to the away side, single receiver to the home. Shotgun ball snap. Going to be handed off the right side. Walker Valley is there, but after a gain of a couple, it looks like he's going to get about 3 on the play. Ball's marked at the 26.
Yeah, on the carry for Sequatchie County, that was number 6, Brooks McIntyre, once again son of the head coach, Rusty McIntyre, for Sequatchie County. Real quick, Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. Ray County leads McMinn 27-6 at halftime. Also at halftime, Cleveland at Hardin Valley tied up 21 apiece. Cleveland's still fighting for their playoff life right now. And then also have not quite got an update on Bradley Maryville here in a little bit. We'll get that to you here momentarily.
Ball snap, going to be handed off the middle. A good run. That's going to be enough for a first down and a couple more. Ball's marked at the 36-yard line.
So also at halftime, again, a Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. Maryville 36, Bradley Central 0.
Oof.
Rebels looking pretty good this year, back to normal as the clock is now approaching the 30-second mark. Still no score here in the first quarter here at Sequatchie County. It's going to be 1st and 10, a little less than 10.
Trips to the away, ball snap, going to be handed off up the gut again. Going to get a gain of about 5, so able to continue. This offensive line is able to get some push against this Mustang defensive front. Ball's going to be marked at the 41-yard line where it'll be 2nd and 5.
Clock ticking down here to the closing moments of the first quarter. The story that so far tonight has been Sequatchie County's run game and a defensive effort deep within each other's territories. And that's why your score at the end of the first, 0-0. With that, we're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be right back here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1.
The Billy Haney Meat Company has been serving this community for 56 years, locally owned and operated and open to the public. Feel free to call or just walk in to get all of your bulk food needs with no membership required. Keep your chest freezer stocked with frozen and fresh hamburger patties and frozen chicken of all types. The Billy Haney Meat Company literally has it all. Those square pizzas we all loved in school, they have those too. And they keep a large supply of your favorite candy and chips. Call the Billy Haney Meat Company at 336-2468 or visit them at 2154 Old Charleston Road.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, spot all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. Your score after one, 0-0. Like you said earlier, Sequatchie's run game been effective so far, but the Mustangs have been able to hold them when it counts, and then Sequatchie also being able to get some pressure on the quarterback has been the story so far.
Yeah, and I do want to say this Mustang defense has done a good job. Granted, giving up some chunk yards on the ground here and there. I think they've adjusted well from those opening 2 drives, including that muffed return, which resulted in a continuation of a drive for Sequatchie County. So look for that to improve. Ball handed off.
Did a much better job of getting pressure, but bounces off and is going to get enough for the first down and more. They met him in the backfield, but was able to stiff arm him and get around to the outside.
Yeah, that was number 21 for Sequatchie County, Britt Chadwick, one of the few seniors that they have on this team. Very junior-loaded team here at Sequatchie County.
So ball's going to be marked all the way over to the 45, like you said, Andy. It's going to bring up a first down here at the start of the second quarter.
Again, still no score. I want to give a shout-out. Mustang superfan Mark Walker listening from Gulf Shores, Alabama. Also, assistant principal at Walker Valley Freshman Academy principal John Burrows and his family listening as well. Supporting the Mustangs. Excited for them to get another offensive opportunity here momentarily.
Ball snap, handed off the middle. The Mustangs do a much better job. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
acting job there by number 21 for Sequatchie County. Got a little light shove after the play, and he hit the turf and did a little bit of a LeBron James there, I believe, throwing his hands around. And
they must have a good drama department up here.
Trying to sell it a little bit.
Up at Sequatchie County.
Hey, speaking of fine arts departments, how about the Walker Valley Mustang Band down here, getting the fans involved, the cheerleading squad excited for this second quarter live here from Sequatchie County as the Mustangs try to get something going defensively. Trying to come up with a big stop here to get the Mustangs the ball back with 10:40 to go here until halftime.
Ball snap. Going to be a handoff off the gut. Dragging his feet. Does a good job. Was met at the line of scrimmage, but is going to fight for an extra couple yards. That's going to bring up third and let's call it 6.
And once again, you know who that was, Jacob? Number 33, Brandon Satterfield on the tackle.
So 3rd and 6 here. Sequatchie coming in to the Walker Valley Band, so kind of having some harder issues communicating back and forth.
Got Cooper Godsey, Eli Robinson down there on the defensive line along with Lane Ferris. Guys trying to tighten things up here on this 3rd down and 6.
Ball snap, dropping, looking, quick throw out wide to the sticks. He gets it. He's going to have enough for a first down at the 32-yard line.
And you got to give a lot of credit. That's a good football from number 1 quarterback for Sequatchie County, Hunter Minton. Right on the number, right where you want to hit that receiver, number 6 for Sequatchie County, which again is the son of head coach Rusty McIntyre. That's Brooks McIntyre, the sophomore wide receiver. A very impressive drive here for Sequatchie County up to this point. 9:28 to go till halftime. 1st and 10 Sequatchie from from the Mustang 32-yard line. I apologize, I'm having to crawl out of a window to see here.
Ball snap, going to be handed off wide to the big running back. He's going to have a good gain on the play, probably a gain of about 5 down to we're going to call it 6, down to the 25-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that's the big guy, as you said, number 22, Kaysen Hicks, who's had a lot of success on the ground for Sequatchie County up to this point tonight. By the way, got to let you know, Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care for all your orthopedic needs. You can also visit them online at voitech.com, and Dell's Heating and Air, just call Dells.com.
Chick-fil-A, located on Key Street in Paul Huff. Download the Chick-fil-A app today. So, Twins to the home side, single receiver to the away. Ball snap. Going to be a quarterback keeper, keeping it off the left side. He's going to run into a wall of Mustang defenders. It's going to be close to the line to gain, but I do not think he has it. It's going to bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, Aiden Burns, the one coming up from the safety position, making that tackle. He knew he didn't have enough for it, and very excited as he popped up off the turf. Once again, Sequatchie County playing just like we do back at the MAC on artificial turf. Very nice facility here, by the way, at Sequatchie County. Nice scenery, mountains in the background, although those mountains are dimming here as the night rolls in. 3rd and 1, Sequatchie County. Clock at 7:57.
Ball snap, going to be handed up the middle, and he's going to be right at the line to gain. I think he's going to have enough. That's going to bring up a first down at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, the chains are moving. It was really close. The Mustangs doing a good job there trying to get some penetration, but the ball carrier just a downhill runner just across that first down marker. Now Sequatchie County almost inside that 20-yard line. They marked this one just past the 20 at about the 20.5-yard line.
So Sequatchie taking their time here, bleeding the clock, kind of playing their game. We're playing to their pace at this point in time. Going to have to try to switch that up soon. Shotgun. Ball snapped. Going to be a hand off out wide. Going to get a gain of about 5 again.
Yeah, Caleb Jackson, number 5 linebacker for the Mustangs, did a good job there setting the edge, making sure the big number 22 not able to get outside there, but forced back up to the middle where there were some Mustang linebackers there waiting on him. But already, as you mentioned, such a downhill, powerful runner, able to pick up chunk yards almost every time he's touching the football. So looking to get a little bit more penetration into the backfield from this Mustang defensive line.
Yeah, they're going to say you got about 6 there, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 4. They're going to bring the tight end in motion. Shotgun, ball snapped, handed off the right side, met by a couple of defenders, but drags a few with him. It's going to be right at the 11-yard line. I can't see where the sticks are from my point of view. It looks like they're going to give it to him, so they're going to have one more chance for a first down. It's not going to be first and goal. It's going to be first and 10 from the 11.
Clock down to 6 minutes and 25 seconds to go till halftime. Still no score in this game. But again, for the second time in this first half, Sequatchie County inside Mustang territory. Let's see if the Mustangs can hold them off once again.
Hard count, no biters. Getting this play call in. They're in the shotgun. Big number 22 out beside the quarterback. Ball snapped. Going to hand it off to the outside. He bounces. Going to get a gain of about 4 on the play. Looks like he's marked at the 6-yard line. That's going to bring up second. Oh, they're going to move him down a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4 as they give him 6 yards.
It's safe to say that Sequatchie County has found where they're going to have success in this ball game, and it's with number 22 running the football, Kason Hicks. If you could relate his build to a position group, he playing a little H-back, running back for him, but he's very much a fullback.
Yeah, he's built like a big linebacker. They're going to be in the shotgun, ball snap. Going to hand it up the gut. He's going to bounce it. Going to be inside the 5. They're going to try to push him, but Walker Valley stands him up. Going to mark him down at the 4-yard line, maybe the 3. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, great defensive overall effort there, making sure not able to pick up any more than he did. So they're actually going to say ball down to the 2-yard line, Jacob. Our angle here not great in the visiting press box.
Yeah, we're not very high up, and got some windows, some cinder blocks in our way, so got our heads out the window trying to get the best call for you guys. Twins to the away side, going to be a double tight end set. Ball snap, going to hand it up the middle. Ball's out, and the Mustangs are saying they got it.
Mustang signaling.
Let's see.
It is Walker Valley football. And Caleb Jackson's letting us know.
What a huge stand, and what a chance for a momentum swing here for the Mustangs. So with 4:24, this game's flying by.
What a big goal. We'll call it a goal line stand. That's exactly what it was. Mustangs doing a good job making sure that football hits the turf. We talked about it earlier in the game. Just the technique, attacking the ball carrier, putting the helmet on the football, and that's what happens when you do that. So once again, though, we saw the Mustangs struggle in their first possession deep in their own territory, once again starting behind their own 10-yard line, ball marked at the 6-yard line with 4:24 to go till halftime. Let's see if this offense can get going.
It's going to be a handoff to Cunningham. He's got some room to run. He's going to give his team a first down and some more all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Man, I tell you what, that was much needed. Jacob Kason Cunningham, a burst of energy out of the backfield. And that is a Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down Mustangs.
Well, that gives you some room to breathe as well, which is always helpful. Not so much pressure on the quarterback.
And this game's moving so quick. Second quarter sponsored by USS, your waterproofing and foundation experts. Visit them online at USSTN.com.
Trips to the away side, single receiver to the home. Ball snap. Stevens already getting pressure in his face, but they're going to run a screen.
Beautiful
and what a well-timed screen. He's off
Blockers
to the races.
Downfield Cunningham.
He's gone. He's
already
to the 40.
Across the
35.
opposing 40.
Oh, man, and he is caught around the 28-yard line. What a great play call by Pope and these guys up here.
Perfect timing for a screenplay there, and Kason Cunningham had nothing but blockers in front of him, able to run for some big yards on that play all the way down. We were getting excited, started talking over each other. I apologize for that, Jacob. All the way down to the Sequatchie County. It looks like they've spotted this one at the Sequatchie 25-yard line. What a play there.
Yeah.
Kason Cunningham following his blockers.
Big play, and really a well-timed play, because something that Sequatchie County did in that first quarter was send tons of pressure.
It looks like there's a penalty on the field once again, sponsored by Bradley County Litter Grant. That's going to move the Mustangs inside the 15. It looks like they're marking this one at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, so we're inside the Key of Cleveland drive zone now, which is huge. Looks like Roman Yulo is in at quarterback. Roman set to take the direct snap. Ball snap. He's going to keep it off the right side, but they read that well. No gain on the play, if not a loss of a couple.
Man, very impressive penetration there by Sequatchie County's defensive unit. Nowhere to go. Roman Yulo took a step forward, and that's where he was going to stop at right there. Penetration into the backfield.
Well, they have committed to the pressure. They've committed to sending pressure. We're going to try to have to get some quick hitters outside. But right now, Chase Stevens back on the field. That's going to bring up 2nd and 12 for the Mustangs.
One thing I'd like to see here in a little bit, let's get Sawyer Boyd going on that jet sweep a little bit, get some stuff going here. Clock now at 2:58 till halftime. Still no score here in the second quarter. 2nd and 13 Mustangs.
Ball snap. Stevens looking, throws, caught to the 15, to the 10. Still running inside to the 7-6-yard line.
Yeah, Roman Yulo, great job there. He was the receiver on the play. Hit that sideline and made a good third effort. Actually, I believe they're going to spot this one down. You're right on it, Jacob, at the 6-yard line. Very solid effort there by Roman Yulo, picking up a few extra yards.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and what, from our angle, maybe looks like a 3rd and 4.
Want to give a shout out to Mr. Richard Jackson, son of Lincoln Jackson, who's listening to the game as he's watching here at Sequatchie County. Love our fans and parents in the stands that listen to the broadcast as they're at the game.
So back to the heavy set package. Roman Yulo looking like they're going to try this in 2 separate plays. Ball snap. Roman Yulo following his blockers is going to get maybe 1 or 2. Let's see if they give him the first down here.
Yeah, he's inside the 5-yard line. That first down marker looking like it's at about the 3 or 4. Our angle a little difficult here. Which, by the way, Richard, you weren't in our way. I know you're listening to us. He jumped out of the way like we couldn't see. He was fine.
Well, they're going to say 4th and short. Coach Aikens keeping the offense out here. 2:18 ticking down on the clock till halftime. Your score is still 0-0. Roman Yulo.
4th and 1 here.
Going to bring a man in motion. Ball snap. Roman needing a yard. He's not going to get it.
Looks like they stood him up. Sure did. So we've seen both of these teams get inside the 10-yard line and not able to capitalize. 0-0 ball game with 2:04. And that's one of those things, you've got a good kicking game. Some of you might be asking, hey, why not kick it there? Roman Yulo is probably 98% in those situations. Just a very good defensive effort from Sequatchie County.
Yeah, did a good job of blowing up the right side and not really giving them a whole lot of room to work with. So now they're going to have the ball marked at the 5-yard line. They're going to have to drive the length of the field. They've got about 2 minutes to do it.
Well, one thing we do know, Jacob, this Walker Valley defense can take the football away.
Ball snapped. Going to be a handoff to the right side. He's going to have a good gain on the play. Not enough for a first down, but a big chunk. He's going to get about 9.
You know who that was, Jacob?
Big old number 22.
That's it. He's the bell cow here for Sequatchie County. Big, tough yards from that young man. 1:45 to go till halftime. 0-0 score. It's going to be 2nd down and 2. Sequatchie County still back in deep in Mustang territory. Ball spotted. I'm getting it backwards tonight. Back in Sequatchie County territory. Ball spotted at their own 8-yard line.
Ball snapped. Going to be a QB keeper. They're going to scroll out wide. Looking, has nowhere to go. Feeling the pressure.
Caleb Jackson.
Going to throw it away. And let's see if they're going to say his knee's down.
Caleb Jackson with the pressure from behind nearly brought him down inside the 5-yard line as he rolled out to the far side there.
Yeah, they're not going to say his knee was down. They're going to say that's an incomplete pass.
Great pressure there from number 5, Mustang Caleb Jackson.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 2 here. This would be a big stop if the Mustangs are able to stand them up at the line of scrimmage.
It's one of those things. You know, sometimes it's you're not, sometimes it's not. I'm flipping the field for whatever the reason. And I'm going to clean it up for the listeners here in a second. But Sequatchie County deep in their own territory.
Well, both of these teams scored a lot of points last week. This week, sitting at 0-0. Can you get us a time, Coach?
Yeah, 1:16 on the clock. Sequatchie County, I believe. Someone took a timeout. I believe it was Sequatchie County. It is. Timeout by the Sequatchie County Indians. We're going to stay here with you as we're about a minute and 16 seconds away from halftime. Again, no score. Very impressive efforts from both of these defenses with their backs against the wall deep in their own territories.
Yeah, and, got to give Sequatchie County credit where it's due. They've controlled the clock. They've controlled the pace of play. They've probably controlled time of possession up to this point, and kind of forcing us to play their game. And so coming out of halftime, the Mustangs will get the football if we can get a stop here, be able to kind of flip that script a little bit.
So one thing I do want to say that I like about this game so far, this isn't a game that you've really been in this year. This is a situation where you're taking this one, you're learning from it. Coaches are learning. They're having to call this game very differently from every game they've called up to this point this year. So when you're talking about long-term preparation for the playoffs, still a 0-0 game, no score, all the faith in the world that the Mustangs can get some points on the board tonight and get the win. We still got a whole nother half of football to go, but this is something great to learn from, being a little bit of a different situation as you approach the playoffs, and you're probably going to be playing some tight games.
Sorry to cut you off. It's going to be a handoff outside. Beard's going to get to him, but I don't know if it looks like he might have stopped him. It looks like he might have stopped him short.
He sure did. So that marker is at the 15-yard line, and Braylon Beard brought the ball carrier down I'm wanting to say it's about 2 yards shy of that first down. It's about 1.5 yards, it looks like, where they've put the chains. Yeah. They've got 2 on the scoreboard here, 4th and 2. And with that, Sequatchie County looks like they're going to bring on the punt unit.
So there is a timeout. I think Coach Aikens called a timeout to save that clock. We're going to take a timeout with you. Your timeout is sponsored by Milligan Vane. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hi, my name's Leslie Miller, and I teach Wednesday and Friday 6 a.m. Power Hour at the YMCA. Power Hour classes are coached by other personal trainers, and I am an exercise physiologist. They are not choreographed. We do circuits, AMREPs, Tabatas, EMOMs, and HIIT-style workouts using ropes, bags, agility ladders, kettlebells, bands, bars, and dumbbells. These workouts are different from any other class at the YMCA as they are coached and will increase your athletic performance overall. Find the class schedule at ymcachattanooga.org.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1. Your score 0-0 with one what, Coach? What's the time?
1 minute and 9 seconds to go till halftime. 0-0 score, 4th and 2, Sequatchie County. And again, pinned back in their own territory inside the 15-yard line. They are going to bring out the punt unit, that tight alignment punt team, as we see Aiden Burns make his way back.
You do have
to return.
You do have to play this safe with the Aussie style punting that they're able to do.
We just saw them. As you're saying that, we see them shift. Mustang shift with them.
Huge.
That's huge.
Mistake. Snap goes way over the head. That's going to be a safety. The Mustangs going to get 2 and the ball back.
So 2 points for the Mustangs, and I promise you, this isn't Wes Anderson's Walker Valley baseball Mustangs. 2-0 Mustangs. Drew Aikens and the football team are on the field tonight after that safety. Finally some points on the board. 2-0 with 1 minute and 6 seconds to go till halftime. And as you said, Jacob, Walker Valley is going to get the ball back. That long snapper snapped that ball about 5 yards over the head of the punter for Sequatchie County through the back of the end zone. Did not have a chance to field that one.
Yeah, never had a shot. That went about 5 to 6 feet over his head.
By the way, I don't know what our record for safeties in a season is, but we've got 2 on the year, I know for sure. 1 at East Hamilton and 1 tonight here at Sequatchie County.
So that's going to bring up, I believe they can kick. They're just going to have to kick it from really deep. That's going to give the Mustangs a really good field position here with 1 minute and, what do you say, Coach? Is it 1 minute, 6 now? 1 minute and 6 seconds?
I'm sorry, I had to take the headset off.
Can't see the clock.
So there's 1 minute and 6 seconds to go till halftime. Had to field a question from the boss man, Dr. Jeremy Jones, coming up, making sure we had some visibility here.
So Walker Valley going to get really good field position as Sequatchie is having to kick from their own 20-yard line.
This is what excites me about this. Sequatchie County outside of the safety there, feeling excited, feeling good about the way they're playing tonight. Let's get the football inside your boys' hands here and see how this works out for them.
So the kick is going to be caught at the 50-yard line down to the 45, taken by Boyd. Going to be flushed back inside. He's going to get all the way down to the 41-yard line. So the Mustangs have 1 minute here to go. Coach, I'll be honest. There's a score that I've never seen in football. If Walker Valley for some reason can't get in here, and they bring the field 5 to 0,
it's potential.
That would be an interesting halftime score.
So right now, as Jacob said, after that safety, if you're just joining us, Mustangs holding Sequatchie County. Long snapper snaps the football over the punter's head for Sequatchie County, getting the Mustang there 2 points up, 2-0 with under a minute to go till halftime. Now the Mustangs with the football, starting at the Sequatchie County 42-yard line.
So, ball snap, Stevens looking, going to scroll out, looking, throws, has a man caught inside 25-yard line, all the way down to the 21-yard line. Great job by Chase Stevens finding Sawyer Boyd.
So this is getting back to what we're good at here, being able to let Chase set his feet, deliver a strike downfield to one of the fastest players in the state, Sawyer Boyd. And eventually we're going to start hitting on those, and there's going to be some more big play capabilities as we've seen all year. Ball snap. Stevens rolls out here to the near side, delivers downfield, incomplete, thrown out of bounds. That one intended for Luke Hayden as it stops the clock at 34 seconds till halftime.
Yeah, definitely want to try to get some yardage. Obviously, you want to try to get a touchdown, but you want to get a few more yards here to give yourself an easier look at a kick. But did a great job of trying to find a wide receiver, but when it's not there, just kind of throwing it away and stopping the clock.
Now, Mustangs working pretty quick here, getting set, getting lined up. Chase Stevens goes hard count, gets spiders. So a penalty there against the defensive front of Sequatchie County. That's going to move the Mustangs a little bit closer to getting some more points.
Well, I'm be honest with you. I feel like Sequatchie County so far has been one-trick ponies. They've ran the same running play that's hurt us out to that outside. Walker Valley did a good job adjusting to it. Braylon Beard stopped them short to make it 4th down. They're bringing that same outside pressure as well with the linebacker, where they're trying to bring him off the outside of the left tackle to try to hurry up Chase Stevens. Walker Valley does a good job there going hard count. They're going to go trips to the away, single receiver to the home. Ball snap. Stevens looks for Yulo out wide. Caught. He's going to get out of bounds, and he's going to have...
They're going to have him right there at that marker. They're going to say that it is enough. Down. Yeah, so that's a Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down. Walker Valley now inside the 10-yard line. Ball spotted at, I believe, the 9. So 1st and goal with 31 seconds. Mustangs up 2-0.
They're going to go the same play. Nearly intercepted. Instead of a back shoulder throw, kind of threw it to his inside, and Roman Yulo not able to bring it in as the defender comes in.
Well, Roman had to turn into a defender there. Did a good job making sure that ball wasn't intercepted there as he delivered a hit to that cornerback as the ball got there. Kind of hipped into him there. Very smart, aware play by Roman Yulo.
So 2nd and goal from the 10. They're going to stay in this trips formation. Ball snap. Chase looking, going through his reads. Ball's thrown. I think he got to him early. They're not going to call a pass interference. Roman is looking for it. He was pushed down before he had the chance to grab that football.
Yeah, Roman Yulo's not a very animated player. Right now with his hands out in the air like, are you kidding me? Very, very frustrated Roman Yulo. And you don't see a whole lot of that from Roman. He goes about his business, does his work, but clearly frustrated after that play as he continues to kind of let Coach Akins know something needs to be said about that. 24 seconds to go till halftime. Coach Akins and Coach Pope giving this offense time. 13 seconds on the play clock to reset here.
You got timeouts. You can take one if you don't like it here.
Again, it's 3rd and goal now.
Ball snapped. Going to scroll out, getting pressure. Got to stop. He throws, looking deep.
Underthrown. It's intercepted. Underthrown football. That one intended for Sawyer Boyd, intercepted in the end zone, I believe. There's a player down, slow to get up for Sequatchie County, but that is going to be a turnover, a very rare interception from Chase Stevens in the end zone, so that is going to result in a touchback for Sequatchie County. They're going to take over at their own 20-yard line with 18 seconds to go. Again, the score here 2-0 as they tend to the player that was down on the field, a very impactful player for them. That's number 11, Goen Brown, the junior defensive back. And very unfortunate there, rare for Chase Stevens to force. He was getting flushed. You had mentioned he's rolling out here to the near side, has to kind of stop mid-rollout, set his feet, and just underthrows that football. If he's able to really get set and get some power on that back leg, he's going to throw a better ball, but kind of force that throw. Very rarely have we seen Chase Stevens do that.
Yeah, they've been bringing pressure off that outside, and he scrolled right into that pressure, unfortunately, or rolled into that pressure, and it kind of made him speed that play up a little bit, and unfortunately underthrown into some coverage. So,
hey, we got a Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update in the fourth quarter. Hardin Valley leads Cleveland 28-21.
Close game there.
Cleveland fighting for their playoff lives late here in the season.
Ball snap, going to be a handoff up the middle, and that should probably bring us to the end of this half. A very interesting score at halftime.
What an unpredictable first half of football. Not a lot of points. That's one thing we've seen. You mentioned it, Jacob, last week. Both these teams scoring over 50 points. Just an insane first half. Again, from Sequatchie County, Walker Valley 2, Sequatchie County 0. It is halftime, and we mentioned this is more of a baseball score. Heard from Walker Valley head baseball coach Wes Anderson, and even he was asking who's pitching tonight. And I can tell you what, wasn't Titus Torbett because he's moved on to the next level. But very interesting game thus far here at Sequatchie County. Again, the score 2-0 at halftime. With that, we're going to take about a 5-minute break. We're going to get our stats coming in from Mr. Rob Varner. Does a great job keeping us up to date with all those first half stats. Not a lot of points scored in this one. Again, the score at halftime, 2-0 Mustangs.
Selling mattresses the retail way isn't the best way. Most mattresses are made in a large factory and shipped hundreds of miles to a retailer's warehouse, where the retailer then marks them up and up before finally selling and delivering them. At Mermaid Mattress, we are the factory, so we eliminate the extra steps and create a direct line from our factory to you, saving you hundreds of dollars. So experience more than the national chain store can offer and spend your dollars locally. Mermaid Mattress. Mattress, better price, better sleep, better life.
It's back. Toyota Cleveland's 10th annual Trunk or Treat. Join us Saturday, October 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. for a safe, family-friendly night of spooky fun. Candy-filled trunks, costumes, games, and plenty of treats, all absolutely free for the community. Don't miss the fun. Bring the whole family out for the 10th annual Trunk or Treat at Toyota Cleveland. That's Saturday, October 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. Toyota Cleveland, exit 20 off I-75, where the treats are waiting.
Jersey College is a nursing school where faculty know how to give you the resources and support you need with encouragement and real connection.
Hi, my name is Ebony and I'm a graduate of Jersey College. I felt like Jersey College truly cared about me. This experience was a life changer for me. It's a great feeling. You have to try. Don't doubt yourself. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Classes are enrolling now at our campus in Cleveland. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
Is your home too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter? At Central Heat and Air, your local HVAC experts, we've got you covered. Our top-notch technicians provide fast, reliable service to keep your home comfortable year-round. From installation to maintenance, we handle it all. You'll never be left out in the cold or the heat. Call Central Heat and Air today at 423-478-7778. That's 423-478-7778. Or visit us online at docsair.com. That's DOCSAIR.com. Central Heat and Air, your healthy home company.
Duracell in Cleveland is hiring mechanical skilled technicians, $22 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one. Medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k, tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply now at Duracell.com.
Not all composite decking is the same. Enjoy life's beautiful moments on an equally beautiful composite deck. Envision's products feature deep, non-repeating grains and distinct colors throughout each pour, offering a truly unique appearance unlike anything else on the market. Learn more and find inspiration for your project at Cleveland Plywood. Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
From the job site to the showroom, Wholesale Supply has the top brands you trust at the prices that work for your bottom line. With over 30 locations across the Southeast and over 75 years of service, no one supports our contractors and communities like we do. Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver.
Turn your
world yellow with Mayfield Dairy this fall. Whether you're wrapping up a workout or craving a tasty afternoon treat, our rich chocolate milk replenishes nutrients and provides high-quality protein to keep you going. Grab some Mayfield milk today and experience real, southern, sunny goodness in every sip. From our iconic yellow jugs to our delicious chocolate milk, everything tastes better with Mayfield. Turn your world yellow because the best moments are made with Mayfield Dairy.
Check out the spooky savings this October at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. And 0% or $5,000 cash back on 2025 Pathfinders and Muranos. Want to trade in your old car? Nissan is giving up to $5,000 over book value when you trade. And they'll buy your car even if you don't buy theirs. Shop in person on exit 20 off of I-75 or visit cleveland-nissan.com. Payments are per month for 75 months. Does not include tax, tag, title, or dealer doc fee. Must finance through the dealer subject to credit approval and pick from new dealer stock.
Cleveland Utilities, the local trusted provider of utility services in our community, is now offering fiber internet in its electric service territory. Experience lightning-fast symmetrical speeds for seamless streaming, gaming, and all your connectivity needs. Enjoy the best in reliability backed by local customer service you can count on. Sign up or check availability today at fiber.clevelandutilities.com or call us at 423-472-4521.
Wright Brothers Construction Company Incorporated has over half a century of experience completing some of the most challenging projects across the Southeast, from moving millions of cubic yards of excavation in Alabama to spanning rivers in Virginia. Find out more at WBCCI.com. WBCCI.com. Wright Brothers Construction Company congratulates the student athletes and families of Walker Valley High School and says, "Go Mustangs!"
Hey, it's fall, y'all. And at Honda Cleveland, our huge Fall for Honda sales event means more Honda, less money. Finance rates as low as 0.99% for 60 months on Ridgeline pickups, and lease payments as low as $269 on Accord. Fall adventures are calling, and Honda Cleveland has the Honda to take you there. Head for the hills in a 26 Honda HR-V compact SUV for as little as $279 a month. It's the perfect size SUV for you and that someone special. With 2 legs or 4.
Oh, I've recommended Honda Cleveland many times to people. Yes, I would recommend them in a minute.
Oh, and be sure to check out the 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid at $379 a month. HR-V 39-month lease with $34.99 down. CR-V 36-month lease with $36.99 down. No security deposit plus tax, tag, title, and fees with approved credit. Offer ends 10/31/25. Come on in. Honda Cleveland, your car, your way, every day. I-75 exit 20, 1 mile east. Hope to see you soon.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football. Spot all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good friend Andy Morris. A weird one here in Sequatchie County. Your score at halftime. No, this is not baseball, but it is 2-0.
Yeah, once again, this is the Southland Finance Halftime Show, located off Peerless Road and 25th Street in Cleveland. You can visit them online at southlandfinance.net. And as Jacob just said, the score here at Sequatchie County, 2-0, as we've got some halftime stats rolling in here. Once again, I want to give a shout-out to Mr. Rob Varner, does an excellent job providing us with our halftime stats, sponsored by Cleveland Business Services for all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs and more. Give them a call at 423-86-TAXES. That's Cleveland Business Services. And going over to Mr. Varner's stats here, Walker Valley on 8 rushing attempts, only 6 yards. Of course, Cason Cunningham on 3 attempts has 12 yards. Just very difficult night on the ground for this Mustang offense. Through the air, Chase Stevens is a 7 of 11 for 114 yards. Sawyer Boyd, 4 receptions for 34 yards. Cason Cunningham, we saw on that big screenplay, went for 65 yards. That's been the chunk of the offense tonight. Cason Cunningham on that screenplay. Also, Roman Yulo, 2 receptions for 15 yards. Going over to the defensive side of the ball, Braylon Beard leads the team with 9 tackles on the night. Also a fumble recovery. Sequatchie County on 29 rushing attempts. This has been the story of the first half. 138 yards for the Indians on 29 attempts, and most of those big number 22s we've talked about tonight, picking up some big chunk plays. They're 1 of 6 passing for only 9 yards, and again, the score at halftime, 2-0, and we saw that safety come on another good defensive stand from the Mustangs, where they held Sequatchie County deep in their own territory. The long snapper snapped the football over the punter's head straight out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, they've they've gone RPO most of the night, and really where they've hurt us is trying to get the ball out wide, but you have to respect the run game of the quarterback. Haven't seen him do it a whole lot tonight. You've seen him gain his yards on the ground, kind of scrambling out of the backfield when nothing's open downfield, but you do have to respect the quarterback. But the hard thing is you got a big old boy coming off the outside and is able to drag for a couple yards. I would say he's probably averaging 5 to 6 yards a carry.
So going to go on over to our Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. A big one going on in 6A from our area. Cleveland on the road at Hardin Valley, trying to tie that game up with about 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Cleveland drives down, scores a touchdown, misses the extra point. So they trail by 28-27 with roughly 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter there. The Blue Raiders, oddly enough, the way their season started, trying to find their way into the playoff conversation. They've got to win out this week, next week in order to do so.
Yeah, then you've got McMinn and Ray County not going how we wanted it to go. McMinn getting their teeth kicked in by Ray County 34-6. Just kind of looking like a very, very lopsided game. That game was 28-0, I believe, in the first quarter.
Yeah, 34-6. Now they're well into the third quarter, and
it started the fourth.
Yeah, so way to sugarcoat that one. Getting their teeth kicked in. Love it, Jacob. Quality stuff from you as always. So
hey, you know me. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
No, not at all. So again, this is the Southland Finance halftime show. Again, Southland Finance is located off Peerless Road and 25th Street in Cleveland. You can visit them online at southlandfinance.net. With that, we're going to take a couple minutes here away as we continue to gather some stats and some scores from around the area. You're listening to Walker Valley Football. We're celebrating 25 years of Walker Valley Football right here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1.
Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix is a family-owned business and has been serving Cleveland for 40 years. They work with customers large and small. Call Bradley Concrete at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
The Drive into Fall event has been extended at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 275 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams up to $15,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 0% for up to 72 months. Get model year closeout savings on a new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie. Up to $15,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR, the better way to buy and service. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
With approved credit, $13.89 per thousand. Finance on select models. Stock 402474.
From the job site to the showroom, Wholesale Supply has the top brands you trust at the prices that work for your bottom line. With over 30 locations across the Southeast and over 75 years of service, no one supports contractors and communities like we do. Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver.
Men, when it comes to your health, don't cut corners. At Tennessee Valley Urology Center, they do men's health the right way. They believe in evidence-based treatments, honest conversations, and care that's tailored to you, not cookie-cutter solution. Call or visit tnvalleyurology.com to book your appointment today. Cleveland Tire Center, locally owned and operated for over 45 years. Cleveland Tire, your one-stop auto care shop in Cleveland. North Lee Highway, where the name says it all.
The Billy Haney Meat Company has been serving this community for 56 years, locally owned and operated and open to the public. Feel free to call or just walk in to get all of your bulk food needs with no membership required. Keep your chest freezer stocked with frozen and fresh hamburger patties and frozen chicken of all types. The Billy Haney Meat Company literally has it all. Those square pizzas we all loved in school, they have those too. And they keep a large supply of your favorite candy and chips. Call the Billy Haney Meat Company at 336-2468 or visit them at 2154 Old Charleston Road.
Sharpen those pencils, pack those snacks, and don't forget that back-to-school smile.
Whoa, did you get braces?
Yep, I went to Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics at Chattanooga. They let me pick these colors. It was so easy.
Lucky, I can't wait to get braces.
At Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics of Chattanooga, we're here to get those pearly whites picture day ready.
Cheese!
Call 423-541-5500 or visit pdoc.com to book your back-to-school appointment today.
Struggling to find the right nuts and bolts? Stop searching, because Cleveland Fasteners has what you need. Since 1992, we've been Cleveland's go-to source for hard-to-find fasteners, hydraulic hoses, and top-quality tools for maintenance and construction. No minimum orders, same-day delivery, and walk-ins are always welcome. And with our expert team, you get personalized service that big box stores just can't match. Find us on Starview Drive behind Bradley Rentals or call 423-472-5010. Cleveland Fasteners. If we don't have it, you don't need it.
Have you seen what happens when a weed eater gets too close to vinyl siding? Ouch! Choose steel siding from Best Buy Metals, available in board and batten and lap siding options. Permanent siding from Best Buy Metals is custom manufactured to the half-inch for a perfect fit. Stop by a showroom or go to bestbuymetalroof.com to learn how you can protect your structure.
Hi, this is James with Cleveland Business Services. We're here standing by ready to help any local small businesses with a variety of needs. And we can handle just about any tax situation you find yourself with, whether it be business, personal, or a combination of both. Our personal tax returns start at $39. We can help you get filed using our app. We can schedule you an in-office appointment, or you can simply drop off your tax documents and be filed within 48 hours or less. Reasonable rates and a dedicated staff are just a few reasons why Cleveland Business Services is a great choice. Give us a call today at 423-86-TAXES. That's 423-868-2937.
This is Dr. Brian Beard with the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry. I hear daily about headaches, and when I ask for more information, most people believe it's related to stressful life. But most headaches can be traced back to the bite and even the teeth. An oral surgeon from Vanderbilt developed a medical device that alleviates inflammation in the TMJ and basically eliminates headaches. Give us a call. You shouldn't have to deal with headaches ever again. How much could you enjoy life if headaches were a thing of the past? 476-6541.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They are open to the public. Once again, this is the Southland Finance Halftime Show. Southland Finance, located off Peerless Road and 25th Street in Cleveland. You can visit them online at southlandfinance.net. Once again, Andy Morris here along with Jacob Mason. And we're going to go on over to our Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. Bradley Central took a tough one on the chin tonight, up at Maryville 43-7. That is a final. That game over up there at Maryville. Also, again, Cleveland in a tight one at Hardin Valley, 28-27. Currently Hardin Valley, as the Blue Raiders were able to drive down and score a touchdown, looking to tie the game up, missed the extra point. So again, Hardin Valley 28, Cleveland 27, as the Blue Raiders trying to keep their playoff hopes alive up there at Hardin Valley. Also some other scores from around the area. Hickson over East Ridge at halftime, 21-0. Sale Creek 37, Lookout Valley 6. Ray County, looking at our region a little bit here, and that's one thing that we were talking about up here in the press box moments ago during the break. Ray County leading McMinn County 34-6 currently, and oddly enough, as solid of a season as the Mustangs have had, depending on how this works out, obviously next week head-to-head, hosting Ray County at home, you win that game, you are the outright region champions. But if for some reason you were to fall to Ray County, potentially a scenario for yet again, which would be the third year in a row, comes down to a three-way tie, and the Mustangs could end up being the number 3 seed. You want to avoid that at all costs, obviously, and just go out and win that football game next week. But right now, we've got a defensive battle here at Sequatchie County this Friday, as the Mustangs lead 2-0 with roughly about 2 minutes and 40 seconds until the opening kick of the second half. Again, that 2-point safety coming on a high snap from the special teams of Sequatchie County over the head of the punter, went through the back of the end zone, resulting in that safety. The only points on the board so far tonight. So a very, very tough defensive game. And one thing that I like about this, as we mentioned moments ago, was that Walker Valley is getting a little bit of a different look here with Sequatchie County. You're having to play in a game in a situation that you've not really been in this year up to this point, a close, tight ball game. We've seen that at East Hamilton. We've seen that with McMinn, but it's where those were higher scoring games where your offense was having to do some scoring, if you will, moving the football a lot. This game, you're trying to figure out a little bit differently who you are. Again, trying to find some successes. Both of these teams playing really good defense, and we've seen them move the ball up and down the field. But no points outside that 2-point safety tonight, Jacob.
Yeah, it's been a weird game for sure. You know, just not being able to get things rolling. Really, you got to tip your cap to, Sequatchie County. They've controlled the pace of play. They've controlled how this game has gone. Then they've been able to run the football and control the time of possession, and Walker Valley's never been able to get in the groove. Good news is Walker Valley gets the ball to start this half.
Yeah, so you do see the teams making their way out of the locker room to the sideline for the second half. With that, we're going to take about a 1-minute break. When we come back, the second half here from Sequatchie County.
Switching jobs is stressful. Switching schools is painful. But switching your insurance policies to Allstate, it really couldn't be easier. At Allstate, you can call one local agent who can assist you with all of your policies and make the paperwork simple. Here in Cleveland, Allstate agent George Gray can help you protect everything from your home, car, boat, and motorcycle to your RV, ATV, and more. See George Gray, Allstate Insurance on Keith Street. Are you in good hands?
Hey ladies, when you're balancing family, career, community, and more, it's hard to find time for your health. At Bradley Medical Center, we understand how busy life is. That's why we built our state-of-the-art Women's Imaging Center. Whether it's for screening and prevention or more specific needs, you deserve a healthcare partner in an environment that feels comfortable and works around your schedule. Call 423-244-9272 to schedule your appointment. Do it for you. Do it for your loved ones.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football. Supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. Your score, 2-0, an odd one.
Yeah, baseball coach Wes Anderson gives his approval. He'll take a 2-0 ball game any day, coming out on with the W. But the Mustangs looking to add some points here in the second half as they are returning, as you said, Jacob, where we are on the visiting side press box. Mustangs receiving from left to right as they try to work down the field to get some more points on the board. And I want to give a shout-out to the Walker Valley High School administration. We gave a shout-out to Mr. John Burrows, freshman academy principal. Can't leave out my guy, Mr. David Hood, NBA principal. Excited to be able to speak with him as we get a return here. Going to be forced out of bounds across the 40-yard line, so good field position to start. Jacob, did you get a number on that return?
Yeah, man? It was Thavin Scruggs. Great job. Sequatchie County kind of went with like a line drive down to the sideline. Honestly, it could have been, if you let that go, good chance it probably rolls out of bounds and you get the ball at the 35, but a great return by Thavin is you're going to get the ball starting at the 44-yard line. And now the Mustangs have a chance to kind of flip the script. They have a chance to come out here and start playing their pace of play. So let's see what they draw up after some halftime adjustments. That's one thing that Coach Akins and this team is good at.
Just got a message here from Walker Valley baseball coach Wes Anderson. He said he'd prefer a run rule. We'd prefer that tonight, too. Get a running clock going. Let's score some big points here in the second half.
I'm with you, Coach.
He's a little depressed about Tony Vitello's exit from Knoxville.
Him and a lot of other people.
So ball snapped. Stevens drops back. Deep ball here. This one intended for Yulo, fighting back to the football in double coverage all the way down to the 15-yard line. Incomplete as he was fighting two defensive backs to get to the football. Very tight coverage there from Sequatchie County.
Yeah, I like the thought. I like the shot. It didn't really look like Chase ever got his feet set. The ball kind of came out a little wobbly. He was trying to step up into the pocket and throw a deep ball, and it just didn't come out of his hands like it normally does, in my opinion. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10, shotgun, 2 running back set there.
Oh, that was very close to having a Sequatchie County defender in the neutral zone.
Yeah, you know pressure's coming off that right side now, though. They're going to bring a man in motion. Going to hand it off to Cunningham off the right side. He's going to get about 4 yards on the carry.
Yeah, very tough run there by Case and Cunningham. Picking up, as you said, 4, maybe 5, potentially on that carry. Doing a good job. We've heard Coach Akins allude to this all season long. Case is not a very big young man. Does a good job breaking that first tackle, getting yards after contact. Definitely doing great on that screenplay in the first half. Went for 65. So clock now down to 11:15 to go in the third quarter. Still 2-0 Mustangs in their first drive here in the second half.
They're going to go trips to the home side, single receiver to the away. Ball snapped. Looking, he has pressure. Screen pass.
Back to it. Cason Cunningham's got the first down. He's across the 40, near, we'll say, the 32-yard line. That screenplay working for this Mustang offense, Jacob.
Yeah, absolutely. Was really close to a face mask there. Just light contact with the face mask, able to kind of whip his head around a little bit, but able to get the first down right when the Mustangs need it. This drive continues as they're across the 40-yard line. trips to the home side. Ball snap, going to be a handoff to Cunningham, and that is swallowed up whole. Maybe a loss on the play of 1.
Yeah, Case and Cunningham getting back-to-back touches there. Against a very tough, hard-hitting defensive unit for the Sequatchie County Indians. We see Cole Brown checking into the game. Does a good job from that Y-back position. We talked a lot about Tate Roundtree on last year's team, just able to hit some good chip blocks. Cole Brown doing very much of the same this year for the Mustang offense.
Yeah, this front 7 unit for Sequatchie County been very impressive so far in the game. Some big old boys. That's one thing they don't lack is size. They might not have the depth that you would like as they have multiple guys playing on both sides of the ball. 3 seconds on the play clock. Ball is snapped.
They got the snap off. Unfortunately, the timeout was already called. Had to burn that timeout. Coach Aikens frustrated on that one, letting the play clock drop down. Not excited about that happening, so Mustangs burn a timeout. Unfortunately, they did get the snap off in time, but it was right at that 1 second mark, and just playing it safe there, Coach Aikens has to burn that timeout. So that timeout, sponsored by Milligan Vane, as this does give the Mustangs an opportunity to regroup here and straighten some things up. 9:55 to go here in the third quarter, still 2-0 Walker Valley. That only score, obviously, a safety, high snap from the long snapper of Sequatchie County over the punter's head out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, been a weird flow of this game for sure. That's just not your typical game, but honestly, it's one of those good gut check games. You got to see what you're made of. Walker Valley been able to pretty comfortably move throughout this season and put up a lot of points. Sequatchie doing a good job of getting pressure here on the quarterback, and I guarantee there's a team that's not too far away from here, same direction that you got to come, that's going to try to get some pressure next week as well.
Yeah, Ray County, a big night tonight, playing McMinn, and absolutely, as Jacob said, kicking McMinn's teeth in, unfortunately, for the Cherokees. It's been a tough week for them, very tough week. Lost their superintendent unexpectedly, very beloved young lady at superintendent there for McMinn County Schools, gone way too soon. So that McMinn's had a rough week, and I'm sure that factored in a little bit. I know that McMinn Central did move their game from tonight to tomorrow, and difficult to do that on short notice like that as well. So our thoughts and prayers go out to McMinn County school system.
On the last play, they went run up to the left side, gain of 1. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9. They're going to go shotgun. Looks like McMinn. No, sorry, not McMinn. We talked McMinn. Sequatchie is going to try to bring pressure from that middle linebacker position. They got 3 hands in the dirt. The linebacker is creeping. Ball snap. Stevens looking. Got Boyd in and out of the hands, nearly intercepted.
So that's one of those ones that Sawyer Boyd's able to come down with that one. He's probably still running, crossing the goal line about right now. A very wide open space where he was. We've seen that underneath crossing route quite a bit from Sawyer Boyd this season, and just off his fingertips is the Mustangs 4th and 9 here, going for it from the Sequatchie County 37-yard line. Sequatchie County showing that they're not bringing any pressure, dropping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys, potentially 7 back in the coverage.
So going to try this 4th down attempt, empty set, ball snapped, deep looking, has pressure, going to have to take off running, and he is going to be tackled and stopped, and that's going to be a turnover on downs at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, Chase Stevens just not an opportunity to get rid of the football. Sawyer Boyd frustrated as he leaves the field, as he was in a soft spot once again. Sawyer's so good at finding those spots in the secondary where he's able to get into open space, but Chase never had an opportunity feeling the pressure from the moment the ball was snapped. Had to roll to the far side, tried to step up into the pocket, started having to run for his life there at the end of the play, and just not able to get anything going.
So, fresh set of downs here for the Indians. 9:06 left. Walker Valley leads 2-0. Ball snapped. Going to be a throw out wide, quick. Going to try to bounce it outside. Is going to be tackled after about a 3 to 4 yard gain. Ball's going to be marked at the 35-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7, so let's call it a 3-yard gain.
Wojtek Center for Orthopedic Care for all your orthopedic needs. Wojtek.com.
Just call Dale's. JustCallDales.com. That's by Dale's Heating and Air.
Which need a little Dale's Heating and Air right now. It's getting a little chilly out here. It was around 50 degrees at kickoff time. I'd say we're well into the 40s now, Jacob.
So they're going to go shotgun, twins to the home side, hard count, no biters by the Mustangs, staying disciplined.
Clock down to 8 minutes and 20 seconds here in the third quarter. 2nd down and 7, Sequatchie County.
Ball's handed off wide. Walker Valley has got an answer for that, though. Not much cooking, maybe a gain of 1 or 2. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. That's that play that they were able to get a lot of yardage on in the first half. Not this time.
Yeah, Lane Ferris and Braylon Beard in there causing some chaos there in the backfield for Sequatchie County. Nice to see that, as Sequatchie County has had some success tonight running the football with some 4, 5, 6 yard carries here and there throughout the entire first half.
So 3rd and 6 here for the Indians. They're going to go twins to both sides. Want to try to keep the quarterback in check as he's been able to scramble a little bit tonight. Ball snapped. He's going to get a quick throw out wide. Walker Valley's on it, but he bounces off a few defenders. This one's going to be close to the line to gain. They're going to mark it at the 40. He needed to get to the 42.
Yeah, so he's about so they're actually going to give him the 41. We see this line judge take a step forward as he gets aligned with the other line judge on the other side of the field. So it is going to be about a 4th and 2, as you said there, Jacob. Originally looked like they're going to mark it at the 40. It's at the 41. 7:05 to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs still lead 2-0.
They're going to go trips to the away. Shotgun, hard count, no biters, looking over. Taking their time here. 6:51.
Coach Aikens trying to get in the officials' ear about something, and then they go to big 22. He's got enough for the first down across the 50.
He's going to break
down
it
the
loose.
sideline. He's being chased, and I don't think anybody's going to catch him for the first touchdown of the game. Sequatchie County on the board. Big number 22 showing off some speed.
Yeah, absolutely able to bounce that down the sideline, broke through a couple of tacklers, and was never seen again. Touchdown. That score is currently 6-2. Walker Valley going to have to get their foot on the gas over here with the offense.
Sequatchie County getting set here for the extra point. 6:34 on the clock here in the third quarter. Hearing some optimism down here from some of the Mustang fans. There's some frustration, but they said, hey, hold up, we got this.
This is one of those games that you got to have. You got to be able to be battle-tested. Ball snapped. Ooh, did that go wide? Oh, no, they're going to say it crept in around it looked a little wobbly off his foot. But
that extra point barely squeaks in there. Sponsored by Independent Insulation Services, your spray foam experts. That extra point good for Sequatchie County. So the score here in the third quarter, Sequatchie County 7, Walker Valley 2 with 6:34 to go in the third quarter. We're going to take a 30-second break.
Whirlpool Cleveland is currently hiring for entry-level production roles. Starting pay $18.25 per hour, jumps to $19.35 per hour after 90 days. Benefits start on day one, including medical, dental, vision, 401k, life insurance, and more. 120 total hours of paid time off. 10 hours the first 3 months. Remaining balance after 90 days. Apply at jobs.whirlpool.com. Jobs.whirlpool.com.
welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, split all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. Your score, Sequatchie County 7, Mustangs 2. Not the start that you were looking for in the second half.
Not at all, and you got to get. You knew that someone was bound to break for a big play at some point. Didn't expect it from Big 22. He's been getting a tough yardage for Sequatchie County tonight, but once he was able to get outside and hit that sideline, very impressively showed off some speed. And Mustangs have to respond now as Sequatchie County kicks this one off. They go squib. This one fielded at about the 25, and I believe is that Scruggs again?
It was, and he's going to get down to around the 36, 37-yard line before they're going to stop his momentum. They're going to walk him up a little bit further.
So decent field position to start here for Walker Valley. At about the 40-yard line is where they're going to walk it up to, Jacob. So Thavin Scruggs doing a good job advancing that return into good field position here at midfield for the Mustangs. The key here for this drive here is, and I guarantee you that this was a conversation down on the sideline, you've got to give Chase Stevens time to throw the football. Not only has he not been able to really get his feet set, but immediately feeling that pressure, he's not even really had time to try to flush out and run with the football if necessary. This one completed to Roman Yulo for about a gain of 6.
Yeah, he did a good job getting it out quickly. Going to be 2nd and 4.
So, Jacob, the feel that I have right now in this game, you talk about getting rid of the football quick. Chase Stevens on that play did it. The second half of the Bradley game where you had your success in that game, you adjusted to not having to spin, and we see it once again at the sticks. First down, Roman Yulo. Another quick release by Chase Stevens right at the pylon there, or excuse me, the first down marker. Roman Yulo doing his best Daniel Denton impression, getting those tippy toes right at the marker.
Yeah, that's the second time we had a little bit of a late shove there at the sideline. I'm not really loving that, especially this late into the season. That's when players end up getting hurt. So we'd like for the officials to kind of tighten that up.
Yeah.
They're going to go trips, ball snapped. They're going to scroll out. He's looking.
Nowhere to go with it.
Throws it
actually completed.
35 down to the 30. That looked like it was Boyd.
Yeah, that was Sawyer Boyd. Again, he sneaks across the middle of the field, does such a good job getting into those open spaces. He has a good sense for that zone coverage, gets underneath those safeties. When safeties are covering deep, when they've got deep halves there, Sawyer gets in front of them, and with his speed, able to make some big stuff happen. So 1st and 10, Walker Valley, 5:55 to go here in the third quarter, trailing now 7-2 is the score.
So trips to the away shotgun.
Ball on Sequatchie's 28-yard line.
Snapped, handed off to Cunningham, up the middle, shoestring tackle there. He could have had some major yardage, but they're going to mark him down at the 21. It's going to bring up 2nd and short.
Yeah, good run there by Cason Cunningham. Explosive out of the backfield, as always. And got to give a credit to that offensive line for Walker Valley, giving him a lane to run through, which has not been the case all night tonight. 2nd and 3. Quick release, ball dropped. That one intended for number 6, Roman Yulo. Chase Stevens again. You mentioned it at the start of this drive, a quick release, ball hits his hands, he sets his feet and delivers. That's one thing that they figured out they're going to have to do to allow Chase to complete some of these passes here, not able to really take the time to let the routes continue to develop downfield like you normally see.
Hard count, no biters. It's going to be 3rd and 3 here. Stevens in the shotgun. Snaps. Handed off to Cunningham up the middle.
Tough couple yards there. Let's see how much they give him.
Thinks that they're only going to give him 1, so that's going to bring up 4th down. Decision time for the Mustangs. Looks like they're going to give it to Roman Yulo. He's going to be in as the quarterback as Stevens comes off. 4th and 1 here.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they do this here. We see Sawyer Boyd running across to the far side of the field. We've seen some jet sweep looks from him in this load set package that the Mustangs, Coach Pope and Coach Aikens run here. But Roman Yulo stuffed the first time here. In the first half in this scenario, it's really a 4th and a long 2 yards here. Ball snapped. It's Roman Yulo, and it does look like he's going to have enough and then some. Sure enough, he's going to be down to about the 15. He's going to have about a yard, maybe 2 yards more than he needed. So that is a Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down Walker Valley.
That's just what the doctor ordered there for the Mustangs, being able to extend this drive. Need to put some points on the board as there is 4:15 left here. Sorry if you hear some clicking. That's me hitting my head on the side of this window trying to get outside of it. Looks like Sequatchie may be calling a timeout here. Yes, they are. So that's a timeout sponsored by Milligan Vane.
Hey, I want to give a quick shout out our good friend Katie Coggin Paget, always listening to the Mustangs as well. The Coggin family, we appreciate them always supporting the Walker Valley Mustangs, and want to apologize to them for Dabo Sweeney's showing in out at Clemson this year. Tough year for the Tigers.
Yeah. You think Dabo stays?
That's a conversation for the drive, Jake. Monday through Friday on ESPN Cleveland 101.3 from 5 to 6 p.m. You'll be able to catch our opinions on all that stuff. And I'm just pulling off some Band-Aids tonight, talking about the Clemson Tigers' lack of success and Tony Vitello leaving. Coach Anderson not happy that I brought that back up as he was trying to get over that. Big VFL guy. Wes Anderson, head baseball coach at Walker Valley.
So, ball is going to be marked at the 16-yard line. Sequatchie County back out in the field. They lead this game 7-2 with 4:07 left in the third quarter. The Mustangs offense is getting back out there as well.
Jacob, I want to give another shout-out. Walker Valley Athletic Director Mike Turner shows up here with a hot coffee, doesn't bring me one. Very disappointed. Very disappointed.
That's on par, though. On par for old ball coach, but...
So 4:07 to go here in the third quarter. 7-2 is the score. Sequatchie County with the lead. But this Mustang offense looking like they're getting something together here as they're driving at the Sequatchie 16-yard line.
Ball snap. They're going to go pitch. The ball is on the turf. Luckily, Stevens able to hop back on it, but that's going to be a loss on the play all the way back to the 20.
Yeah, they're running a little bit of an option play there. Stevens, honestly, a good pitch from Chase Stevens. Hits Cason Cunningham in the hands, not able to handle it. And luckily, the Mustangs fall on that football. But it's not really something you see them run a lot. And it's a little bit colder. Like I can tell you right now from the press box, my hands are cold. I probably not catching things as good as I normally would. But just a very unfortunate play there. But the Mustangs lucky to retain possession. 2nd down and 14 now.
So, trips to the home, ball snap. Stevens going to scroll out wide. Has a man in his face. Has got to get rid of the football.
Get rid of the football. He does. Heaves it downfield, and it's complete. They're going to say incomplete. Man, that was a great effort. I believe that was trying to get a number. I think that potentially was Luke Hayden. That was number 10, Luke Hayden. Tried to make a diving catch. There is a player down for Sequatchie County. But, again, a credit to this rush from Sequatchie County. Had Cason Cunningham back there blocking, just blew Cason up, honestly. Chase Stevens, again, not an opportunity to set his feet. Has to heave the ball downfield, incomplete. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 14 with 3:15 to go here in the third. The score, Sequatchie County 7, Walker Valley 2. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Do you suffer from unsightly leg veins? Are your legs turning brown or swelling? Do your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy? Do you have restless legs or leg cramps disturbing your sleep? These symptoms are signs of bad veins. Dr. James Gooden at Milligan Vein offers an office treatment that can make you look and feel better. And your procedure is covered by most insurance. Find more information online at milliganvein.com or call Dr. Gooden today at 423-961-5682 and get rid of those bad veins.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football. Spot all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. Trips, 3rd down and long, ball snap. Stevens looking.
He's got time this time.
Throws. He threw it behind the receiver. It almost looked like he threw it in between 2 receivers, between Roman Ulo and Sawyer Boyd.
Well, he was looking for Sawyer. Really forced that football there. And luckily that one wasn't intercepted, hit the defensive back in the hands. So now with 3:15 to go, it's 4th and 14. And you almost wonder, do you attempt balls at the 20-yard line, 4th and 14? And it looks like they're going to leave the offense on the field.
Yeah, that's a 37. So that's
a little bit deeper.
Maybe even a 38, depending on where that ball is marked. So Walker Valley's offense going to stay out here in the empty set. I would expect pressure.
So empty set once again, trips to the far side, Twins here to the near side, ball snap. Stevens feeling pressure immediately. He's going to keep it. He's going to get across the original line of scrimmage, run out of bounds. Close. Looks like they're going to mark it right at the 14-yard line. That is going to be a turnover. So with 3:06 to go here in the third quarter, Sequatchie County leads 7-2, and the Indians take back over at their own 14-yard line.
I don't have a number on him. His number, it's 51. So maybe it's either 50 or 52 on our roster, but number 51 absolutely blew that play up on the right side. Playing right tackle now as well after playing defensive end. Just did a good job of getting pressure to Chase early. Hard count, ball snap, going to be quarterback keeper, but he's in trouble. Pressure, leans back,
Michael
throws.
Wood's looking. He smartly throws it out of bounds there. As soon as I saw that ball go up, I looked to Michael Wood. Michael Wood was looking for the football. Smart throw by Sequatchie County's quarterback to not try to keep that one in the field of play.
Yeah, absolutely. And luckily got outside the tackle box because he had to heave that one and not really anybody around. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 deep in their own territory. That is going to stop the clock, though. You got a clock for us over there, Coach?
Yeah, 3:01 to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs trail here at Sequatchie County 7-2. 2nd down and 10 for the Indians from their own 14.
Ball snap, going to hand it off the right side. Walker Valley does a good job of getting to this one early. It's going to be a short gain that's going to bring up third and 7, 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8.
Yeah, Braylon Beard once again in on the tackle. I believe, also along with number 42 of the Mustangs, Jonathan West. So that is going to be 3rd down and 8. Ball marked at the Sequatchie County 17-yard line. This is with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter, a big 3rd down play for this Mustang defense trying to get off the field and give the offense another opportunity.
Ball snap, dropping back, looking to throw. Pressure in his face. He's going to take off and run, then throw it across the middle, in and out of the hands. Almost intercepted by number 3, Michael Wood.
So it was in and out of the hands of the would-be receiver, into the hands of Michael Wood, and knocked to the turf there, just bobbled around. Very dangerous play, but a good stop there for the Mustangs on that 3rd down, forcing Sequatchie County to punt deep in their own territory. And you're going to have back to return Sawyer Boyd along with number 8, Kaysen Cunningham. So the 2 return men standing around the 45-yard line of Sequatchie County, as we see Sequatchie County, as they've done all night tonight, shifting out of that bunch punt formation, sending a man out wide. It's another high snap. It's fielded at the goal line. It unbelievably gets the punt off. That could have been a disaster for Sequatchie County. Again, a very good rugby-style punter as he runs out to that far side, punts to the Sequatchie County sideline, and they're going to mark it just across the 40-yard line. It looks like at the 42-yard line of Sequatchie County is where Walker Valley is going to start this drive.
Yeah, that's an unbelievable punt with what he had to do. Honestly, that ball looked like it was going to roll out towards the 35 and then just kind of snuck its way down the sideline all the way down to the 42. So being able to get that snap out of the air and then avoid the pressure and get that off was just a miracle for Sequatchie. But now Walker Valley with good field position as the offense marches back out into the field.
So 2:07 on the clock here in the third quarter. Sequatchie County leading this one 7-2. Mustangs ball snap. Stevens sets his feet. Another screen play. That's been the success for the Mustangs. Cunningham down across the 30. There's a flag coming in from behind the play. Usually that is not a good sign.
Yeah, no, normally that's a holding call. So let's see what the call is here. Ball currently marked at the 25, but they're starting to back up.
Once again, our Dell's hitting an air temperature here in the third quarter, 49 degrees. It's a chilly 49 degrees. We're not used to this. It's been nice and warm, and my dad already sent me a text to quit whining, so not going to complain about it.
So are going to get positive yards on the play. It's going to be 1st down and 2. So after the holding penalty from the spot of the foul, it's going to be 1st and 2 for the Mustangs. Ball marked at the 34-yard line. Going to bring a man in motion. Ball snap, handed off up the middle to Cunningham. And if he can get past that first line of defense, does a good job, he's going to pick up about 4 or 5 there.
Yeah, one heck of a run there by Kaysen Cunningham, doing a good job. With a minute 50 to go here in the third quarter, still 7-2. It's going to be Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix 1st down on the legs of Kaysen Cunningham. Mustangs now at the Sequatchie County 27-yard line. And Dell's Hitting an Air, just call Dells.com. Also, Chick-fil-A is located on Keith Street and Paw Huff Parkway. Download the Chick-fil-A app today.
Twins to the away. Ball snap, going to bring Boyd in motion. They're going to hand it off to Cunningham off the left side. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, a lot of the success offensively for the Mustangs tonight came on that screen game. Kaysen Cunningham following his blockers, getting some. Sequatchie County's done a good job with over pursuit, pressuring Chase Stevens, so that's why those screen plays have worked tonight. And now, because you've had the success, you're seeing Sequatchie County kind of stay at home a little bit more, and it's opened up the run game a little bit for Case and Cunningham, and you hope you can continue to do that.
So 2nd and 9, going to go trips to the away, single receiver to the home, ball snap, bringing pressure again. Stevens gets the ball out, in and out. It looks like it was tipped by a defender, but having to get rid of it quickly as he's had hands in his face all night long.
Yeah, Chase Stevens, you've got to give him credit, trying to anticipate these routes downfield without able to really let the play develop, as you said, Jacob. And Luke Hayden, I couldn't tell if that one was intended for Luke or Sawyer Boyd, but it was behind Luke, in front of Sawyer, and Luke never even was able to look for the football because it's getting thrown so quick. And we see off the back foot Chase Stevens again. They go to that screen play, nothing but blockers in front of Case and Cunningham, but overthrown by Chase Stevens because, again, even on the screen play, the idea is to have them pursue the quarterback, over pursue, leave Cunningham open there, but it's so quick, it's almost immediate. Chase is not able to get a handle on the football to really set his feet and throw it.
So they're in no man's land again, 4th and 9 here.
35 seconds to go here in the third quarter against Sequatchie County, leading 7-2. And this has been, it feels like probably the 10th time tonight, I'm exaggerating a little bit, that the Mustangs have been into Sequatchie County territory, trying to come away with points. Plenty of time for Stevens, setting his feet, letting the play develop, throws across his body, underthrown, intended for Roman Yulo. So that is going to be a turnover. Sequatchie County once again holding the Mustangs into Sequatchie County territory with a turnover.
Roman was there. He was open, just Chase was scrolling and had to make that throw on the run and just didn't have the power to get it there.
So with 27 seconds left here in the third quarter, Sequatchie County still leads 7-2, taking over with the ball, the Indians at their own 26-yard line.
Shotgun, twins to both sides. Going to bring a man in motion, ball snapped, handed off up the middle. Bounces it outside, going to get a good gain, going to be about a gain of 10 on the play.
It's going to be right at the first down marker. And it looks like they are going to move the chains. That's going to be a first down, Sequatchie County.
If anything, they're starting to flip the field position again.
Yeah, clock ticking down under 10 seconds, down to 5 here in the third quarter. They're going to let this clock run out. Big fourth quarter coming up here as we see Coach Aiken standing at the 50-yard line, getting his entire team over around him to deliver the message, Jacob.
Yeah, that same fourth quarter message, but we're in for a good one here because we got to make a stop here before they march down the field and try to get some points on the board.
Again, asking a lot of this Mustang defense. Hopefully they can do it one more time and give the Mustangs an opportunity to get the football back, take the lead. All that when we come back right here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1.
Manhattan Materials is a hot mix asphalt producer in Cleveland. They make asphalt for contractors and supply for both commercial and residential projects. The finest hot mix asphalt in the region, conveniently located a mile from I-75. Call Manhattan Materials at 423-813-7007.
Here's some real magic. Refinance your existing auto loan for a better rate from TVFCU.
TVFCU, a place for all of us.
Call 634-LOAN.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1. Sponsored by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. It is 7-2, folks. Weird score tonight. Walker Valley's only points coming on a snap over the head into the back of the end zone by Sequatchie County. Sequatchie County's lone score is a big run off the right side where he broke a couple tackles, and now Sequatchie has the ball. Looks like 2nd and 1. Ball snapped. Going to be handed off up the gut. He's going to get right to the line to gain. I think they're going to give him enough for the first down, but that was a positive play there for the Mustangs defense as he didn't get very much.
Yeah, number 20, Zach Raines coming up, making a big play there. We had mentioned Zach earlier in the game, now in, helping out. They've got him playing that outside linebacker position, coming off the edge.
So, Walker Valley needing a stop here in the start of the fourth quarter. 1st and 10, ball marked at the 36-yard line. Trips to the home side. Ball snapped. Handoff up the middle. Walker Valley does a great job of collapsing that line of scrimmage. Going to move it up maybe an inch. It's still going to be about 2nd and 9.5.
Crown, your Jeep Ram headquarters in Southeast Tennessee, located off I-75 at exit 20. Visit crownchrysler.dodge-jeep.com. Also, Jersey College School of Nursing. Your nursing career starts here, jerseycollege.edu.
So 2nd and 10 here for the Indians. Ball snapped. Quarterback scrolling. He's looking. He's going to bounce it inside. Going to be knocked down after a short gain. It's going to bring 3rd and long, maybe about a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, they're going to give them just about a yard on that play, so it is going to be 3rd down and 8 from their own 37, a scenario. We've seen this Mustang defense come up big here throughout the night. 3rd and 8, 10:25 on the clock here in the ball game. Mustangs still trailing 7-2.
If you're the DBs, you have to expect a stick route right here, as that was one of the early successes they had on early in the game, just getting to the sticks, turning around.
And again, that's a dangerous game, too, because you don't want to get burnt on a shot deep on a 3rd down. As we see, that's what they're going to.
Ball snap.
Michael Wood played that one great. Went up, attacked the football. Incomplete. That forces a 4th down and 8 for Sequatchie County. Michael Wood doing his job.
Yeah, that was a huge play there by Mike Wood. As you called it perfectly, deep shot there for the Indians, but Michael Wood with that blanket coverage there on the outside.
So, again, we see the punt return team here for Walker Valley. You've got Kason Cunningham, Sawyer Boyd back deep. And honestly, had Michael Wood intercepted that ball, that's as good as a punt for Sequatchie County. Right here, I like the opportunity to get the ball in Sawyer Boyd or Kason Cunningham's hands and get a decent return here, something that the Mustangs have had success. Got an uncovered man that finally, another high snap.
He's going to take off, and oh my Lord.
This punter was leveled, ball scooped up by number 41, Godsey. Wow, that Cooper Godsey scoops the football up, and I'm honestly concerned for the punter of Sequatchie County. Absolutely, as he's trying to get that punt off, absolutely got crushed. Still down on the turf. Looks like he's making his way to his feet. Props to that young man, because that's one of the hardest hits that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, that was, something that we heard the whole crowd just say, whoof. And Walker Valley, that's what I was about to say before they kind of rushed up to the ball. A dream scenario is a high snap and maybe a potential blocker over the head, but the high snap led to just as good of a block since they get the ball back at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, listen, I want to give Coach Turner, who's up here with us tonight, some credit. He said, listen, if I'm that coach, I'm getting on that long snapper, because he's putting that punter in such a rough position to where he's having to run for his life to get these punts off. And just absolutely vulnerable as he's trying to get the punt off, just absolutely crushed. And that's the nicest term that I can come up with. He was crushed.
Yeah. I'm just glad that he left the field on his own 2 feet.
I am too. So here we are in the fourth quarter, 9 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the ball game. Mustangs trail Sequatchie County here on the road in Dunlap, 7-2.
So number 11 was going to go back out there for a defensive play. They've called him off the field now.
Take a break. Yeah, take a break for a second. Get your bearings.
Screen pass to Sawyer Boyd. Going to have some success there. That's going to be a quick 10-yard gain.
That's a Bradley Concrete Lamcom ready mix. First down, Sawyer Boyd doing a great job on that reception. He shows off immediately as soon as the ball's in his hands, able to dig in, and it hits top speed extremely fast. That acceleration's unreal.
Yeah, did a great job of getting the ball out quick there and getting it to a playmaker's hands. Now the ball is marked inside the 30-yard line down to the 26. Trips to the home, hard count, no biters. Something that hard count is able to do as well, Coach, is allow you to see where your pressure is coming from. Chase snaps, got pressure off the edge.
Get rid of the football.
Throws
a lot of
it
pressure.
Deep, has a man.
Touchdown, Roman Yulo.
Let's see if they're
Oh,
saying
it came
incomplete.
out. It looked like Roman Yulo came down with the football. Man, that was so close. Roman Yulo in double coverage goes up, gets his hands on the football, and it looked like he brought it down as his back hit the turf. But then again, we're dealing with a very tough angle here from this press box as we've got some pillars between the windows that we're having to literally crawl out of the window. But it looked like Roman Yulo brought it down, and then we saw the ball hit the turf.
Well, you got to give some credit to Cunningham there. He had to pick between two defenders which one to block, and he's able just to get a chip shot on one, which allows Stevens time to even get that ball off.
Yeah, Sequatchie County has guys coming in clean right on a line at Chase Stevens. Chase was lucky to get the ball off, and this is going to be Roman Yulo out of that load set keeper. Nothing going there. The big front of Sequatchie County continues to stop the run game out of that load set, Roman Yulo.
So that's going to bring up a loss of 1, 3rd and 11. You know, you can't really do it on third down. Well, I guess you are in kind of a two down area. You know, that the screen pass, the wide receiver screen to Boyd was something that you were able to hit and get some yardage with, something that gets it out quick. Let's see what they decide to do here. Ball snapped. Going to get Stevens out wide. He's looking, throws, has a man intercepted.
Oh, man. And Sawyer Boyd wide open, ready for the football. And that we see, in terms of the Mustang defense, we see Tyler Goldman do this a lot. The linebacker where he sneaks out into the flat, kind of just lurking, and is able to undercut a route. That's exactly what the linebacker for Sequatchie County did. Sawyer Boyd wide open, standing at about the 15-yard line. That ball just underthrown enough to where that linebacker was able to go up and get the football and take it away from, in Chase Stevens' view, a wide open Sawyer Boyd. But you really got to float that one in there. And Chase threw that ball on a rope and able to get picked off there by Sequatchie County. So,
Coach, you've got your head out the window. How much time we got?
So we're at 8:27 to go here in the ball game. Sequatchie County leads 7-2. 1st and 10 Indians from their own 25.
Ball snap. Going to be a quarterback keeper off the right side. Has some room to run. He's going to bounce it out to around the 34-yard line. If they give him that call after us not getting two, they're arguing about a late push out of bounds. It's starting to get a little chippy here as this game is a close one.
And it is, but I want to say this. These officials, if it is getting chippy, as it seems to be, they've created this environment because they've kept – and I'm all for letting teams play, but we've seen it now. Potentially you could get that one called for Sequatchie County. Most officials are probably throwing a flag right there, but there were several opportunities earlier in this game where the same thing happened to Walker Valley receivers getting slung down out of bounds and no flags being thrown. So when you do that, you create an atmosphere where when it happens, when are you going to start calling it in favor of one team when you haven't been for the other?
Yeah, so 2nd and 2 here after the QB keeper. Ball snapped.
Clock at 8:23.
Handed off the right side. Going to keep his feet moving, but it doesn't look like he gets it. Let's see where they mark this football. Well, they're going to mark it close to the line of the game, and yes, they are going to give it to him. So, not used to this view. We're not very high up and not able to get a good read on the yardage over there on the far side.
Very tall gentleman standing in front of Jacob's View right now, by the way, too. Pretty solid beard, too. Got to give that guy credit.
So that's going to bring up a fresh set of downs. Ball is marked at the 35-yard line.
So 7:55 to go in the ball game. Mustangs trailing Sequatchie County 7-2.
Ball snapped. Handoff off the gut. Walker Valley does a good job of jumping on this one for a short gain. They're going to mark this down around the 37, 38-yard line. So that's going to bring up 2nd and about 8.
Trying to get a number. I believe that was Eli Robinson for the Mustangs playing a nose guard position.
Time starting to become a factor in this ball game.
It is really between both teams. As much as Sequatchie has been able to run the football, they've burned a lot of clock, and Walker Valley also, you know, the success that they've had offensively with the screen game and attempting to run the football, you burn a lot of clock when you do that. So clock now down to under 7 minutes at 6:56. It's going to stop because I believe we have a penalty that's going to back up Sequatchie County. And that is the case. So the Mustangs getting a little help here in the penalty department. Now Sequatchie County back behind the chains. It's going to be second down, and it looks to be about 11 yards to go.
So second and long here. Mustangs need to make another third and long situation happen for them. Sequatchie taking their time getting this play call in. They're going to go twins to both sides. Shotgun. Ball snap. It's going to be a quarterback scramble out wide. He's looking. He's going to bounce it back into the middle.
Forced back up the middle, as you said. Tyler Goldman right there, but brought down by Lane Ferris. Lane Ferris, great job on pursuit there. Easily could have been a big gain. A credit there to the secondary, Walker Valley. Thavin Scruggs right here in front of us, doing a good job stepping up, making sure know where to go with that football.
Needs to get to the 45. Ball is marked at the 38.
Also, number 9, C.T. Gunter in coverage here on this side from the safety position. Did a good job. Really nowhere to go, forcing the quarterback for Sequatchie County back inside where Lane Ferris was able to bring him down. Clock at 5:44 to go in the ball game. Sequatchie leads 7-2, and here we are once again, Jacob, in a 3rd down and 7 situation. That forces Sequatchie County to take a timeout. Trying to get things figured out here. Walker Valley's had a lot of success on 3rd down tonight defensively.
So 9 total points scored so far in tonight's ball game. And really off of 2 kind of quirky plays. A snap over the head of the punter into the back of the end zone by Sequatchie County, and then just a busted kind of play where he broke a couple tackles and then was gone for a long run off the home sideline. So, tight one here.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of Walker Valley playing in a game like this. Something that we've not seen a lot of this year. But as I said, this is something you're going to take a lot away from this game. At the end of the game, win or lose, obviously still a great opportunity for Walker Valley to come up with a stop here, get the football back. Kind of curious to see what Sequatchie does if they get another 4th down coming up here with all the pressure that they've had with their punter, with the high snaps from the long snapper. So plenty of time left, 5:40 for the Mustangs to get this under control and retake the lead. But again, very, very unique situation here that you're going to take a lot from.
Yeah, you definitely want to try to hold them to not much gain here, because if you give them a short 4th down, I think they may go for it. Ball snap, Walker Valley bringing pressure, getting pressure.
Lane Ferris that's a hold, and it is not called, but it doesn't matter because guess what? Number 23, Braylon Beard brings down the quarterback. Lane Ferris was tackled from behind right in front of the head official, who keeps his hands in his pocket. For what reason? I don't know. Don't ask me. Apparently, I don't know what's going on down there.
I guess his hands are cold, Coach.
Goodness gracious.
I'm not sure either.
Lane Ferris even stood up and looked around like, are you kidding me? So 5:09 to go here in the ball game. Sequatchie County leading this one 7-2 as the Indians forced to punt yet again. It's 4th and 17. Not a lot of success punting the football from Sequatchie County. We see Michael Wood over here with the man on the edge. Some press coverage. A low snap this time. Barely gets the punt off, and it's an extremely short punt. Fielded by Boyd. Makes a guy miss at the 50. Gets to the 45 of Sequatchie County, and that is where the Mustangs will start this drive.
This is gut check time for this Walker Valley offense. Got to come up with some points here. The away crowd, the visiting crowd on their feet for the Mustangs, cheering them on, trying to get some energy pumped up on this sideline over here, but got to get something going here.
Again, 4:40 to go in the ball game. Sequatchie County with the 7-2 lead, but good field position here for Walker Valley to start this drive across the 50. Ball actually spotted at the Sequatchie 44-yard line, so an extra yard from what we thought after that return by Sawyer Boyd. And one thing, and it looks like we are seeing it, so not necessarily predicting this one, but I would like to see an extra body back there to help protect Chase Stevens to throw the football, and we see that with Cole Brown here at Y-back along with Cunningham at running back, and he gets plenty of time here. He goes downfield. Sawyer Boyd
Oh, incomplete, underthrown pass again.
Yeah, that was a 50-50 ball. Sawyer Boyd with the height advantage and the speed advantage, but as you said, Jacob, slightly underthrown by Chase Stevens. What you want to do with Sawyer Boyd especially, throw that ball up so he can run to it. That's where you've got an advantage on that one-on-one matchup. But a good job there by Sawyer Boyd making sure that underthrown football is not taken away. 4:35 is where the clock sits. 2nd down and 10. Mustangs from the Indian 44-yard line.
Looking to Roman side of the field this time, now overthrown. Chase Stevens just having a hard time tonight with his touch, being pressured, and I think that's just kind of thrown him off. He's had time these past 2 throws, but just not really able to get into a groove. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 with 4:29. Your score, the Indians lead 7-2.
So we see a personnel shift here. We see Cole Brown exit the field. We see number 7, Joseph Arnett, check into the game. So you go to that trip set on the far side. Cason Cunningham to the left of Chase Stevens. And you've got Luke Hayden on this side. Pressure delivered to Yulo. He's got blockers, but he's going to be brought down by who? Number 22.
Yeah, I liked the play call there. It was a wide receiver screen, but Roman ran straight into the pressure there.
Well, the idea there, that's similar to like the tunnel screen that we've seen Walker Valley run for several years now. But the credit there is to 22 fighting through those blocks, getting inside of the play, and able to bring Roman Yulo down. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 7, clock at 3:56. 4th and 7, empty set.
Ball snap, pressure, has to get out quick, gets it to Boyd. Boyd's going to turn up the sideline,
reaches and gets
that ball out.
That's a Bradley
Huge.
Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix 1st down. Sawyer Boyd, he had enough when he caught the football, but just to make sure as he's being brought down, extends the football with 2 hands across the 30-yard line.
Well, he had enough when he turned up the field. That was huge for him to, instead of trying to stretch that out wide, he gets north and south, and he does it quickly, and that gives them a 1st down. Huge conversion.
So the clock now at 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Deep ball, it's underthrown, tipped. Very, very dangerous pass. That one intended, once again, for Roman Yulo, double covered, underthrown, lucky that ball's not intercepted. 3:22 to go here in the ball game. Mustangs trailing 7-2 at 2nd down and 10. The clock does stop with that incomplete pass. And the play clock is now reset at 25 seconds. So plenty of time for Walker Valley to get this play off. As Roman Yulo's out to the far side, we've got a twin set here to the near side. Cole Brown in the backfield along with Cason Cunningham. So plenty of protection for Chase Stevens. Let's see what they can draw up here. I'd like to see maybe another screenplay potentially.
Going to get out to Roman Yulo out wide. He doesn't tackle him. It allows Yulo to turn upfield. He's going to get a gain of about 9.
So that's going to be very close to that 1st down marker. Let's see where they spot that. They're going to be that's going to be a long one. It looks like, Jacob, about maybe 1.5. So they've marked it at the 22-yard line.
I wouldn't hate a quick screen out here to Sawyer Boyd, trying to get him. He's on the wide side of the field.
Well, it's 3rd and 2 right here. Not a bad idea there, but also got to like the matchup in the slot right now. Luke Hayden, all 6'5" frame of Luke Hayden, maybe even throwing a quick ball, but it's going to be a keeper, something we've not seen. Chase Stevens tonight, I believe that's Roman Yulo. So Roman Yulo is going to get stopped shy of the 1st down marker. And I was too busy looking at receivers. I thought that was Chase on the keeper. It's Roman Yulo, and he picks up a yard, so it's going to make it 4th and 1.
This kind of feels like the ball game right here. I know you've got time and you've got timeouts. Let's see. Somebody's calling a timeout.
Smart timeout. That one, I believe, was Coach Aikens and the Mustangs. Sure enough, it was a Milligan Vane timeout. With that, we're going to take a 30-second timeout. The score here, Sequatchie County 7, Walker Valley 2. 2 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the ball game.
Leisure Time Bowling is Cleveland's party place. Birthday parties for children, teenagers, and adults. Birthday parties at home take a lot of work, a lot of decorating, cooking, cleaning. Let Leisure Time Bowling do the work for you. Custom party packages are available, including some with Cosmic Bowling. Call 728-2988. 728-2988, ltbowling.com.
Big fourth down play here coming up. Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, spot all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. It's 4th and 1. The Mustangs need maybe even a half a yard.
Yeah, it's a very short 1 yard. It's definitely very close to that marker. 2 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the ball game. Mustangs trail 7-2. They've got the ball. They've got it marked inside the 21-yard line of Sequatchie County. So really need about half of a yard. And they've got
Roman Yulo's in at running back.
Yeah, also see Chase Stevens still in there at quarterback. Roman Yulo back deep behind Stevens. Man in motion, that's Cole Brown. Oh, wow. Roman Yulo's just eating up. Nowhere to go. That's a little bit of a head-scratcher there just because Roman Yulo's lined up so far off the line of scrimmage. And the penetration that Sequatchie County has had tonight into the backfield, as Roman Yulo's getting the handoff, he's being tackled. He was about 5 yards behind Chase Stevens, who's not under center. So you're putting yourself 7-8 yards off the line of scrimmage there with that play, and Roman Yulo does not even have an opportunity to do anything with the football.
Yeah, they brought pressure up the gut from the middle linebacker, and he absolutely blew up the play. And now you're really looking at a tough situation here as Sequatchie can try to run the clock out. Ball snapped, going to be handed off at the middle, but not much cooking there.
Yeah, Tyler Goldman doing a good job bringing down the ball carrier along with Lane Ferris, Braylon Beard, and Zach Rain. So Mustangs working against the clock now as it continues to roll. 2 minutes and 28 seconds to go in this ball game. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9. Mustangs trailing once again 7-2. The only score of the night for the Mustangs came on a safety, a high snap over the Sequatchie County punter's head.
Taking their time here, obviously trying to bleed as much clock as possible. Can you see the scoreboard? How many timeouts do we have left? 2?
So
no, we only have 1.
Each team only has 1 timeout left, and again, that kind of takes you back to the beginning of the second half. Coach Akins was frustrated, had to burn a timeout. Could have 2 in your pocket. This one's handed off to 22 of Sequatchie County, the big guy there, who's going to pick up, looks like 3, maybe 2, maybe 3 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, and let's see where they've got this spotted.
I'm going to call it a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, they've got it on the scoreboard at 3rd and 5. I think you're spot on with that 3rd and 6, though. So now the clock at 1 minute and 30. So you come up with a stop here, you can burn that last time out. But a huge 3rd down play, 3rd and 6.
This is the ball game right here, folks. Empty set, hard count, no biters.
So good discipline there by the Mustang defense. Sequatchie County was kind of depending on that as they look a little flustered as the play clock. It's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle. He's going to get lit up, and he's going to be about 2 yards shy. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think if you're Sequatchie County, you got to go for it here.
You're playing a very dangerous game deep in your own territory. So let's see. It's 4th and 2, maybe 3. It looks like 4th and 2.
Yeah, I think with all of your troubles on the kickoff tonight, low snaps, high snaps, really you're
on the punts. Yeah.
I think you look to seal the game right here, and if you're Walker Valley's defense, this is probably the biggest play of the game.
So Walker Valley has burnt their last timeout. Once again, a Milligan Vane timeout. It's 4th down and 2 with 1 minute and 2 seconds on the clock. Sequatchie County leads 7-2. So this is a big-time gamble for Sequatchie County if they do, in fact, decide to go for it. 4th and 2. They've been really good, tough yard situations, being able to get 2-3 yards. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it, but if they go for it and don't get it, Mustangs in great field position. And if you're Sequatchie County, you've got to say we've had a lot of success with Walker Valley having a short field offensively.
Yeah, they've been able to keep them out of the end zone so far tonight. So, I think you trust what's been working if you're Sequatchie County, and I think you're going to see a big – let's see where they're lining up. It looks like the quarterback is out on the field, Coach, so it looks like they're going to go for it here.
Well, this also could be a pooch punt. The way is deep back as they're lined up. I'm thinking this is a punt here. We've got to cover it. Man out wide. They go hard count, no biters. That is the quarterback back there. Clock at 1 minute and 2 seconds. It just stopped due to that last Mustang timeout. Quarterback for Sequatchie County looking over to the sideline.
Ball snapped. It's going to be handed off up the gut, and he is going to have enough for a first down.
I think he got it. He sure did. It looked like the Mustangs might have initially stood him up, but that second effort gives Sequatchie County the first down. Walker Valley, no timeouts left. 57 seconds to go and rolling in this game as they spot the ball and start the clock, and you start to see the Walker Valley fans packing their stuff.
Yeah, tough loss tonight. Just not able to get anything going on the offensive side of the ball. Lots of pressure, never really got settled in. Had lots of shots, had lots of chances, just not the night for the Mustangs.
So ball snap. The quarterback for Sequatchie County takes a knee. That will be the final play of this ball game. And you got to give all the credit to this Sequatchie County offense being able to come up with yardage in tough situations. Very impressive performance by the Indians. Not so much for the Mustangs, but I've said it throughout the game. You can be frustrated tonight, but you've got to take this. You got to learn from it. Zero implications on a region championship. Zero implications on the playoffs. So, if anything, you can take this as a blessing in disguise, because this is going to be a Walker Valley team that's frustrated, preparing, and not on cruise control going into a Ray County game next week on Halloween, but a team that's a little irritated, and I'll go ahead and say a little pissed off.
Yeah, you definitely are going to have to make some adjustments, because you know Ray County is going to watch this film and try to drum up the same amount of pressure as they got tonight. But good news is, like you said, everything is still in front of us. All the goals are still in front of us. And now next week is set up to be a big one on Halloween night.
Yeah, so with that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break as we go into the post-game show. The final here from Sequatchie County, the Indians 7, Mustangs 2. What a score, Jacob. 7-2, Sequatchie County. Mustangs only their second loss of the season, falling to a very tough Sequatchie County team. Again, I don't want to take away anything from Sequatchie County. Very, very tough, gritty win by that group, but the Mustangs definitely underperformed tonight.
For sure. So with that, we're going to take a break. We'll take about a 3-minute break. We'll be back in 3 minutes.